Live. I'm gonna drink out my Holy Grail. Holy.
The holiest of
Holy.
holies.
Holy moly.
I'm turning on the microphone.
Sweet. All right, guys. Well, we're going live with our second podcast that we'll have up hopefully soon. So we'll have episode 1, and this will be episode 2.
I'm going to make an intro for this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just go play along with it, John. Ready?
Yeah. Just, here we go. We're starting anew. You didn't see any of this.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
This is officially the start of the show, the first podcast recorded live.
What? The first podcast?
Yeah.
I thought we already had one.
Oh, we do. Yeah, you can go over to what was the site called? You can find it and listen to listen to that shit.
What Cheez-Its?
Is it the name of the site?
That sounds about right.
Cheez-It.
Yeah.
Cheez-Its is the site.
Cheez-Its.com.
Vaguely remember.
John Hamm's there. John Hamm's there. He smacked me in the face with a thing of bacon. Yeah, it's crazy.
Sounds like something John Hamm would do.
But it's not that John Hamm. Anyways.
Oh, then
It's Jaboy. Nathan on the chat there. How's it going, man?
Snake. Every time I hear snake, I think of snake, I want to just do this to you, John. Alright. I feel better now. Just saying.
Every time you hear snake, you attack John.
Well, he's right
Take
there.
that, John.
Well, if John wasn't here, I would attack you, Zach. I mean,
Well, that means so much. Thank you.
yeah. You know.
Thank you. Not everybody attacks me, so it's something special, you know?
True.
Especially coming from your best friend. How's it going, guys? I am Zach.
Ryan.
John.
This is the Fresh Cup of Comics episode, one of the numbers. And we're here to talk about something really, really tragic in the world of TV shows, comic book TV shows.
Let's just say someone didn't see this coming.
Literally.
I'll give you a hint. He's blind.
Well, I mean, I guess if you opened up a book and then he read it in Braille, he might have seen it coming.
You guys are canceled.
No,
Here's a Braille.
Here's your cancellation. It's all in Braille.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You know he's an actor, right?
Yeah. So we didn't know how to tell you, but
What? What are you? What is this?
what is going on?
If
We
I'm
were
reading these,
canceled.
if I'm reading these bumps right, you guys are out of your goddamn mind.
I'm your flagship show.
Yeah, dude. So it being so successful, if you guys somehow don't already know, Daredevil's been canceled. The season 3 has been canceled, and we just found out that Marvel Studios, they can't do anything with the character Daredevil in any capacity, rebooted or not, recast, nothing. No Daredevil in any Marvel property for at least 2 years, as per the contract they have with Netflix. After the cancellation of the show, they can't use the character.
That sucks.
Yeah. So anybody's dreams of them reviving the show on Disney Plus.
Wait, who is it?
It's Link.
It's
Link in the
Link.
chat.
No. Oh, come on, you messed it up.
You gotta,
Jesus Christ.
I'll play you the song. You gotta get this right, man, because it's not just Link. It's
Link.
It's you got a thing.
I like to mess it up though. That's my thing.
Link. Yeah, triumphant. I love it.
Hey, you know what? I'm doing it. What are you guys doing? Nothing.
I'm helping you with it.
That's true.
That's what best friends do, man.
Best friends. Did we just become best friends?
We're the trio, man.
John,
Best friends for life.
We're the three amigos.
That's the
Three amigos.
the 3 hibachis. That means friends, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. If anybody out there is offended, I apologize. I'm
That's
not being serious right now.
We're not friends?
What?
Wow. If people out there are really offended.
Wait, do you want to go cut fruit with my samurai sword? Because I do. Alright, anyways. Step Brothers quote. Alright.
I Fruit Ninja. My mind went to Fruit Ninja first, and I was just like, no, it's Step Brothers. So it's just like, I think that's what it's going.
What's that kid on YouTube that cuts up fruit and water bottles? He uses swords. What's his name?
No idea.
Fruit cut water bottle guy.
Ninja Kid or some.
Sure.
I don't know. Whatever. Oh, thanks.
Speaking of better people with better skills, so Daredevil can't be used in Marvel anything for the next 2 years, which is kind of it. Okay, so I was watching this. I don't know if you guys are familiar with John Campea. He has a John Campea show. He does like movie reviews and discussion things like that. I was listening to his show earlier today, and he actually made a good point. Whether or not they can use Daredevil the next 2 years, they plan this stuff out way in advance, right? So they might not have even used Daredevil in anything for 2 years anyway.
Oh, okay.
You know, so like they can't use him until at least 2020. But that kind of makes sense because they wouldn't just automatically shove him into the movies because the shows got canceled, you know?
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense. So I mean, like that kind of takes a little bit of the weight off of it. Where like it seems like 2 years, oh my god, but there's no guarantee that we were going to get anything more to begin with. You know?
Do you think in the future though Daredevil will be able to see?
That would, I think, ruin his
Yeah, that
character.
would.
just a
Just
little
want to
bit.
throw that out there. I don't know.
I mean, honestly, if Daredevil,
Oh my god, I can see now.
if Daredevil just like could see again, I don't think it would necessarily. I don't think it would hurt him because his ears are still super trained. Like they've been all these years. They're acute. They're high sensitive. Like I think he would still be able to retain like some of his like, you know, ability. Like actually, I think he'd retain all his abilities. Actually, just eyesight would definitely help.
What?
Yeah.
What if he took off his cowl and his ears ended up being giant, like humongous ears, so he can hear everything? That's his superpower.
Just humongous. God.
Like, they look like Dumbo-esque ears.
Well, seeing how we've seen him without his mask on.
I know that. I'm just hypothetical, John. Come on now.
Daredumbo.
They're Dumbo. Oh my
Or
god.
Dumbo
I
Devil.
would see the hell out of that. I mean, well, hey, I don't know. Well, he wouldn't see the hell out of it. I don't know.
That's terrible. Yeah, it'd be a podcast. You can listen to it with your big ass ears. But yeah, so
And Foggy's like the mouse character. Like,
he's just a puff of fog. That's what he is. Foggy is just a puff of fog.
come with me, Matt. I'll show you the ropes.
Nelson and Murdoch circus. Oh God, what does the world come to?
I don't. Well,
So-
sorry, guys.
Hey, no, you're
That's
good,
what I'm here
man.
for. The comic relief. You know,
No, you're good.
I'm the wild card
A fresh
of
cup
the
of,
three amigos.
a fresh cup of comedy.
Oh yes.
So apparently, so they announced Mortal Kombat 11 at the Game Awards, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if this is confirmed specifically or if this is kind of like just heavily rumored, but Spawn's supposed to be a character.
No, Todd McFarlane said
is it 100%
yeah,
confirmed?
He confirmed it on Reddit.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what do you guys think about that? Because people were wanting Spawn for Injustice, the
They
DC
do.
properties.
I think that would look cool.
They really did, but Spawn's
There,
technically a Marvel character.
Is he really?
I thought he was dark.
No,
Horse
he's
and stuff.
no Spawn's
Or Image.
yeah,
He's
Spawn's image. Yeah.
So how's that?
Like
That's not Marvel. though.
he's technically
No,
Marvel.
They
because
they left Marvel to
yeah,
create
but,
Image. I don't know.
yeah, but remember, Spawn's done by Todd McFarlane.
Correct.
Todd McFarlane never really left Marvel because he was doing Spawn for Image, but he was still doing
But that's
the other like Spider-Man and all
that's
that other stuff.
fine.
for
He's
Marvel.
doing Spider-Man for Marvel, but
But
he's not
he's-
doing.
But
He's
when
not
you-
doing Spawn for Marvel.
all right, but when you hear Todd McFarlane, your mind goes to Marvel though. It doesn't go to Image. So I'm just saying.
The first two things that come to
mastermind-
my mind with Todd McFarlane
Okay.
is Venom and Spawn,
Okay.
which they're two different entities.
Yeah, but they look like
They
Spawn.
look alike, that's
Yeah,
true,
the
yeah.
Spawn and
True,
Spider-Man.
I got
they
you,
all.
I got you.
That's all I'm getting at. Like, yeah, Spawn is Image, but like at the end of the day, it was created by a Marvel
Now,
man.
has Todd McFarlane ever done any Batman stuff or DC stuff? Because I could see him doing some of that. That would be pretty cool.
Not as. Not. I mean, a lot of those guys like the Jump Ship. Like a lot of those
Yeah.
guys do Marvel, DC. They do a lot of stuff, but I don't know if Todd McFarlane has done anything for DC.
I could see him doing like
I'm
a
sure.
like a
I
Batman
wouldn't. I
movie.
wouldn't.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't see. I don't know why.
Or a
he
Joker
wouldn't.
story or
Yeah.
something like. I could see him doing that because his artwork I think would look
Yeah,
cool. with
he's
that.
no, he's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This isn't really comic related, but I wanted to touch on it a bit.
Okay.
Dora the Explorer, the live-action movie.
What?
Uh,
You're lying.
No, it's a
Dora the
real
Explorer, the
thing.
live-action movie has cast Benicio del Toro as Swiper.
No swiping, swiper.
Wow.
That's a thing. Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know they were doing a Dora live action.
Yeah.
No, is it supposed to be like?
It's greedy, realistic, rated R.
It's
I'm
rated
just
R.
kidding.
Oh, whoa!
I'd be down to see the rated R Dora Explorer movie. I mean, I'm just saying.
What do you do? Like,
Dora goes to hell.
She fights demons with what? What was the monkey's name?
Boots.
What up?
What up, bitches?
Molly and Charlotte on the stream.
What up?
How's it going, guys?
I
No.
just.
What? So what?
So,
All right.
Dora the Explorer.
Boots.
Yeah.
Boots.
Yeah, Boots. Yeah.
Who would you
Who's
have
playing
for
Boots?
Let me read the article real quick because I don't know if they've
What?
cast anybody else really. Let's see.
I kind of like that Dora Explorer versus demons or like Satan.
So no report on Boots yet, but Michael Pena and Eva Longoria are her parents.
Oh, Boots could be.
Cabina and the long.
Bro,
Wow.
bro,
Yeah.
I got Boots right here for you. What's his name?
The Rock.
No.
Of course it makes
No, you
sense.
said Michael Cera's. Who?
Michael Cera?
No, the guy
No, Michael Pena.
from. Or Michael Cera from. Or what's his name from? The movie you guys like. Scott Pilgrim.
Michael Cera?
Yeah,
Is it Michael
Cera?
Cera? Okay.
Yeah.
Michael Cera as Boots.
As Boots. Where are we going, Dora? I don't know, Boots. Shut the hell up.
Or it could be backpack. Backpack.
Oh
Backpack.
my god. Oh my god. Why would they waste their money doing
It's the map.
Dora the Explorer? What's the point of doing a live action of that though? I don't get it.
I mean, what was the point of doing a live action Kim Possible?
No.
True.
That come on. That makes sense.
Mm.
The way that they're doing it is wrong.
Wrong. Yeah.
But a live action Kim Possible made sense.
It
That-
could work.
it could.
But-
It could easily work, but why would? They ruined it.
Ooh, I want Arnold Schwarzenegger as Boots.
Oh man, I just want.
I was on YouTube. I
Arnold Schwarzenegger as Boots.
was
bro.
on YouTube and I
Or
was
Terry
scrolling.
Crews. Terry Crews is Boots. Terry Crews is Boots.
Where are we going? Old Spice.
And he's just flexing his pecs and stuff. Come on, Dory, right on my pecs.
Oh my god.
We're gonna explore.
Or make him backpack.
I have
Terry Crews' backpack.
Get what you need.
Get what you need.
She like reaches for something, drops it, and like this is a 25-cent worth of cereal. You kidding me?
God.
And then have
Everybody
the
hates
guy
Chris.
that played Pedro. He could be like because there's a character on Dora Explorer that just speaks Spanish, but have the guy that plays Pedro do it. The bull guy, I think.
See, I think a funnier choice would be the guy who played Jack Black's assistant in Nacho Libre.
I don't remember
The
that
adult Mowgli looking motherfucker. You guys remember that guy? You guys see Nacho Libre?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah, it's been a
that guy,
while.
Yeah, he,
I
It's been a while.
Nickelback? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, I snorted on
You
that
snorted. Oh my god.
one. Whoa, what a great show this is gonna
Honestly, like the only way, like if I know they're trying to like make a live action Dora to like cash in and all that stuff, but I would love for them to just like really fuck it up. I would love for them to just like cast like a guy as Dora, you know, like a really manly dude.
Like The Rock as Dora.
I'm telling you, like somebody.
She has like the bowl cut, like the bowl cut hairdo she has, kind of.
Because like at this point, like
Nathan said the words. I'm just sitting waiting for a Rocket Power live action. They better do it right. That's all I ask for.
Wait, what's Rocket Power?
Woo! Let me explain.
Again, why
Extreme
you,
Sports, the show.
why you guys
It's-
were, while you guys
On
were
a
watching the
mission.
cartoons, I was in the clubs.
You were in the clubs missing out,
Missing
Alright.
out, I was,
Rocket Power was.
we all had a
kinda-
fist bump at some point. So
Rocket Power was kind of it was a brother and a sister who ended up meeting some kids in their neighborhood, and they were just into like he said, it was in extreme sports, skating, surfing,
rollerblading,
everything, and they were good. Like these kids were nasty, and then sometimes there'd be like the other kids from like another part of town or out of town come in and try to challenge them for their turf and stuff.
X Games.
Like, yo.
Junior in Hawaii,
Yeah, it's X Games Junior, yes.
God, see,
that's where, honestly,
I missed a lot of that stuff.
That's where Johnny Tsunami hails from that show.
Johnny Tsunami.
Yes.
What up, bro? I'm Johnny Tsunami.
Did you see Johnny Tsunami?
No, I never did. But
What?
that sound like that?
You need to watch that.
So a Hawaiian surfer kid moves with his family into like the snowy mountains and learns the art of snowboarding.
Yes.
And there's like a whole war on the mountain between like half the mountain is snowboards, half the mountain is skis, but they never mix because the two brothers that started it.
Your
are like,
skis don't mix with my snowboard, bro.
That's exactly what it was like.
Exactly,
is that how it was?
Yeah. What are you doing here, snowboarder?
Yeah, like they were just, yeah. It was
trying to
bad.
catch the gnar, if you know what I mean.
But it was but then like they made the sequel and it was all about dirt boarding.
Yeah, that was
dirt boarding.
Yeah, it was like off-road skateboards. It was weird.
It was,
Oh, well, those. Oh, wait, those were real though.
Yeah.
Like the big ass tires on them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like downhill, down
Stupid
mountain.
as fuck.
It's like this mountain does this.
I mean,
a different mountain with no snow.
It was. I mean, it basically.
Bro, did you catch that rock?
I got sick air before I hit the ground hard.
The first one. The first one.
What
Was,
if they did like,
first one
all
was
right,
really good.
they did snowboard, skis, and then hoverboard?
Yo, I mean like
that.
Bro, get your wheels off my hover area.
I think they should bring back the entire cast of Johnny Tsunami and do a Segway movie, right? Like extreme segways,
With
off-road
segways.
segways.
With
Yes.
segways.
Segways?
Yes, segways. Like the things you get on and you ride. Segway.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they should do a whole movie with just them, like with the art of segways. No, you know what they should do? They should make a sequel to Brink.
Yeah,
That should be amazing.
Brink was a really good movie.
Bring Brink back.
Yeah.
I was thinking about.
Maybe.
Now you said segways.
Okay.
What if they made a Batman villain called Segway Man? He rides a Segway, but as Batman's trying to say stuff, he gets him like off the subject of certain stuff. And
Didn't we talk
Yeah,
about
you
it before?
too.
Did
you
we
brought
talk
up
about
last
that before?
Friday,
Did
yeah.
I say that? Okay, my bad. Hey,
I'm gonna throw it out there every show.
every show I want Segway Man as a Batman.
One day
villain.
someone's gonna sit down and be like, yeah, you know what? I think that's a good idea.
All right, sorry
So I'm
guys.
gonna have to
I'm
take
so
it.
sorry. I forgot I said that. My bad.
Good.
Let's see. Go. Rocket Power is X Games Junior in Hawaii. Yes. Rocket Power was the cartoon high people. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty.
I just don't. So that's what we're doing now. So Hollywood is now just gonna make a live action version of kid shows. That's what it sounds like.
But
Yeah.
where's our Barney, like live action Barney movie?
We had that.
Well,
No movie.
We had that.
Yeah,
We did.
Barney had movies.
Yeah.
Barney had hella movies.
The adventure with the magic egg.
Yeah, Barney
Wow,
has like a
motherfucker.
bunch.
Wait,
What
it's
is this?
Godzilla, King of Monsters. That's the Barney movie we're getting.
Yo, if they made a Barney movie where he just destroyed everything and he was like trying,
Blowing purple flames.
like
and
at the
shit.
end of the movie, people are like, it's a natural disaster. Like half the country's gonna wipe away, and he's like, now what did we learn?
What do we learn, kids?
Learn to be stay active so you can outrun me better next time.
Oh my god.
What's in the Barney bag, kids?
What was the other dinosaurs that were on the show? Wasn't there a Triceratops?
Oh, it was the girl and the guy. Yeah.
Yeah, green and yellow one. There was a
forget the
green
names.
one and a yellow one. It wasn't it like Binky and something?
I think Binky was the girl. Yeah.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Oh man, I can't remember the names. I'm not gonna
See,
look it up.
Yeah.
Link was like, I forgot about the magic egg Barney.
Yeah, right? But no matter what they did, the eggs kept rolling away and it was frustrating as fuck.
Did they ever catch
the
the egg?
anxiety? I mean, eventually, yeah.
I've
but
never.
that's the thing is, like, they had to catch it before all the lines on the egg. Like, there was, like, different colors, like a rainbow on the egg, and, like, they had to, like, fill up. And then, like, when they got it, they finally got it,
Okay.
the last line, like, glowed, and, like, it fucking hatched in their hands. And it was,
wasn't
like,
another Barney.
I think it was, like, if I remember correctly, yeah, it was another dinosaur.
Wow.
Hey, it's me. It's Barney Jr.
Well,
Hello!
I just all I'm trying to get at
Starts
is
talking like
that
Frank Sinatra.
if you're it's not hard to do a live action movie. I'm sure I could pull together some people and do a better live
We
action
probably could.
Kim Possible movie that they're about to give us, because like I didn't watch the trailer, but I saw the picture frame. Like I was on YouTube scrolling, and I saw the picture frame of her, and she's like this, and I'm like, yo, you Spy Kid looking, like yo, like it's not.
There's
And
no.
you know what? That's sorry, my bad. That's disrespectful to Spy Kids, because Spy Kids was better. They looked better than that. Spy Kids had money behind it. I don't know what's going on with Kim Possible.
Well, me and Zach have been coming up with a movie idea that eventually we want to get out there.
So then we shouldn't talk about it.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
Okay. So later.
we'll talk
Oh,
about it.
okay.
Yes.
That works.
We've said it a couple of times.
The trailer.
Yeah.
So much worse. It's so
Oh yeah.
bad.
So you said that last
It's-
week,
yeah.
and I was just like, "Yo, I'm not gonna watch the trailer.
It's-
That'd be a
it's-
waste of my time."
It's so her stance where she's like fear me, you know.
I'm Kim Possible.
That is apparent through the entire trailer, where everything that she does is a flying kick from across the room. We can like tell that she's on like wires and stuff, but there's no amazing
Kim
fight
Possible's
scenes or
Disney,
anything.
right? Is that
Yeah,
Disney?
yeah. That's the thing is like
was-
the
it was-
show kicked ass.
Yeah, when Disney was good.
But it was a cartoon show, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, of
but the
course.
live action, like, it's getting its ass kicked.
Sometimes it
By
should
fate.
just stay as a cartoon, you know?
Yeah, no, and that's the thing. But like, yeah, I guess. What's next though?
But I'm looking.
Because like I'm kind of like getting really upset because I'm not understanding. I'm not getting like, it's not hard to do a live action film of a cartoon, especially because it's not it's Kim Possible. Well, there's nothing crazy about
breaking
that.
his table in half, like flipping it over.
No.
Cutting it right here where it's already separated. So in other news, we're gonna switch to something more positive.
Yeah.
Something really positive, actually, in my eyes. Somebody asked Jason Momoa if he knows anything about Henry Cavill leaving as Superman,
I heard something.
and Jason Momoa flat out said, "No, I just talked to him. Like, he's absolutely not leaving. He loves the character. He wants to stick around. Absolutely not."
When was that said?
Just like yesterday, the day before.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Is
you can
the-
find the video where he's like, they asked him like, is he leaving? Is he exiting the role? And he's like, I just talked to Henry. Absolutely not. Like, he loves the character. He wants to stay. He wants to stick through it.
I mean,
Absolutely not.
the last thing I heard was like, he had a legit interview and they asked him, what was going to go on, and he didn't really answer. He just kind of said, well, Henry Cavill is my Superman, and I like him and everything he does and everything. And I was just like, and Ben Affleck, I love him as like a director, and me trying to get into directing as well. I like the way Ben does it, so we like.
I heard that
chatted.
too. Yeah, I heard that too.
That was it. That was the last that I heard.
Yeah.
But all right, so I mean, I don't see him leaving necessarily. No, they don't really have a script for Superman, anyways, right?
Well, no, they do. They do have a.
They do
script
have
for
one.
Man of Steel, too.
Man of Steel too.
Yeah, but they just it's like who knows if they're gonna.
Well,
use
like I
it.
was telling Zach today when I was working earlier, I was talking to him on the phone.
Okay.
And I said, well, if they're not gonna do a Batman, say they scrap Batman, right?
Okay.
No more Batman movies. Why not just do a Batman fucking Beyond movie? Terry McGinnis.
But like that would just. I mean,
Why not? Like,
I don't know.
if you're saying like,
It's
because
just
before you were saying just do single movies. Why
Yeah,
not do a
it's gonna
single
be it'll
Batman
just be
Beyond
an
movie?
offshoot film.
Why not? Like,
Because DC wants to have a cinematic universe that has a connected.
well, yeah, they
cinematic
want to
universe.
compare it to Marvel, and
Yeah.
it's not going to happen. You know,
It's because they just messed up. They decided to just speed everything and.
God, I would love a Batman Beyond movie though.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would, and we had a lot of people who we had a lot of people who wanted to play Terry.
Who would you cast as Terry? I couldn't think of.
Well,
one person
the
right
guy who was self-promoting himself, and a lot of people were looking at him to do it, was Stephen Amell's cousin, Robbie Amell. Because Robbie Amell really wanted to play Terry. He really wanted to do Batman Beyond, and I would have been okay with that. I think Robbie Amell's a better actor. He has
that would be cool.
He has a wider range of just acting versus Stephen Amell.
Now, would you
playing a
use
Batman-esque character?
Ben Affleck as Batman, or would you get
a
a different
old guy?
old guy as Batman or as Bruce Wayne?
I would love to get Michael Keaton back as old Bruce.
Yeah.
I think that would work.
I think
that would
be
work.
amazing.
Yeah.
He looks almost like
Well,
from
he's
the
old.
cartoon. Well, I mean, from the cartoon.
He just had to play.
Well, from his like the hairdo and everything.
Yeah,
like, it
he
just
looks-
has
yeah.
that. Yeah, he
Yeah.
put him in a black suit.
And clearly, I mean, like, we heard on the set of Spider-Man: Homecoming when he was playing the Vulture, he would periodically between takes say, "I'm Batman." So he's still got it stuck in him. You
Yeah,
know?
of
like he's
course.
still like
God, I would love,
mindset.
dude. I would so love to see that. Just
That'd be
live
amazing,
action
yeah.
movie with the big Great Dane dog with the.
See, I don't want it to be a big movie though. I want it to be small. I want them to spend all the budget on the choreography for fight scenes.
Well,
That'd be
that
amazing.
and the backgrounds. Like, I want it to be like.
It has to be if they
I want it to
did
be
it-
like Blade Runner, but with Batman running around with
Yeah, yeah.
Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what it looked like.
But like
Yeah.
if they want to like I think after okay so Batman vs Superman kind of spoiled us for Batman stuff because I think from here on out if we get scenes any less than that we're gonna be comparing it to that fight scene that warehouse
the
fight
warehouse scene? Yeah, because it was
Yeah.
beautiful.
It was beautiful.
It was what we,
it
it
was
was
awesome.
something you would see out of either
The
Arkham animated game, or an animated movie,
Yeah,
or a comic book like
Yeah.
that you're reading in a comic book.
it was a
you know?
great fight scene.
Yeah.
Like it was just Batman, going in, and like a lot of people hated that fight scene actually because they were just like, well, they kind of just hated like kind of all the action scenes because they were just like, well, that's not my Batman. How come he's not like sneaking around and doing stuff like that? And I had to explain to people multiple times. He's an older Batman. He's been doing it. He said he's been doing it for like 20 plus years, or however long he said he was doing it.
Yeah.
Why
Why
does
would-
he need to sneak
Why
around?
would he
He's
sneak
experienced.
around? He's jumped in the warehouse
Yeah.
to beat ass.
You
That
can
was
take
it.
care of it like he did.
He when you're an older, experienced Batman, you don't need to sneak around. That was to help you. Now you walk into a room and you just take people. Like that's what you do. There's no point. There's no point of sneaking around. They knew you were coming.
My favorite,
Show
one
up.
of my favorite scenes in that part when he's fighting is he takes his gun and he shoots it at
The
that.
back claw.
Yeah, and he grabs the
case
box or
and
whatever, and
whips
he's
it.
like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
My favorite Batman moment in the movie is actually not from that scene.
Oh, what is it?
It's it wasn't in the theatrical version. It was the extended version.
Okay.
You see the moment when Bruce goes to LexCorp to steal the kryptonite, and Lex is walking in. You see like all these ambulances and cops and stuff, and he's like stepping over the broken glass, and like there's bodies all over the place.
Mm.
And then like he looks at the security cams, and you see a guy in the like recorded footage. One of the security guards is walking through the hallway, and you see this Batman just swoop down and grab him and just go back up.
Oh, okay.
And
It's kind of like the video game.
badass, and it was just like that small little thing, and then like it goes back to him and it's showing all this destruction of what happened
to get
and
to
then,
that
like,
point.
and then he goes over there and like where he had the
That's
kryptonite,
cool.
there was just a batarang sticking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that,
It's just there is I don't know that movie got a lot of hate and whatever.
it just wasn't what people were hoping
Yeah,
for, but it wasn't bad. It was just what they weren't.
A lot of
They
those
weren't hoping for
of
that.
those scenes were extra. There was no need for a
Well-
lot of those scenes, and then it just
Again, if you like, we knew the storyline, we knew what was going on. But if you went in there and you didn't read the comics, you didn't understand it. I could, from how he did it, I liked it, but I could see from like someone else's view that's never seen
How they would be
those,
kind of lost.
they'd be like, "What the fuck is going on?" It was like, you know what I mean? I can see that, but
But I'm gonna kind of miss, because I mean like he was like the driving force that they had for a long time. Zack Snyder.
well, that's what Momoa said, right? He's pretty much created this whole.
Well, he's the only reason Momoa
Yeah.
even got cast as
Yeah.
Aquaman, which. Oh my god, dude! Like that.
hey, whoa. Well, before you say that, we'll see the movie first, and then we'll decide if that was a good choice.
I mean, I like his version of Aquaman.
ah,
I like,
God, why?
Because I mean, there's
Do you
different
rather
versions.
you don't like his long
I just
hair?
no, it's not. It's his characteristics as Aquaman.
He's
He's a hippie surfer.
Too.
That's an issue. I don't know why
True,
that bothers me.
True.
But like, because every time you see Aquaman,
Aquaman's more like
he's a
regal.
Yeah, he's a king.
True.
Like he's more of a political figure.
But
kind
this
of.
is before he
Yeah.
gets to being that.
Is it? He's old.
We never, yeah, but we've never seen that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
What, a young Aquaman?
I'm saying in the comics, you've read Aquaman.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like now the way they're portraying it is he's young, he's younger, and then he's now gonna become this king, and maybe the next movie after that he'll have that regalness. He'll have, you know what I mean? He's gonna take that control of.
I don't think he will. I think he's gonna play that role.
That, you think
Yeah, I
that's
think
how
he's just
it'll
gonna
be?
play that role. He'll probably have more like badass scenes.
I'll tell you right now,
but,
like the, not Aquaman, but freaking Black Manta looks like Black Manta from the comic books,
Yeah.
from the cartoons. He looks fucking badass, and I can't wait to see him in action.
See, my thing with this Aquaman is that if I can embrace the changes they made to Thor and Thor Ragnarok, where they made him a goofball, they made him a goofball. I can, you know, this is a version of Aquaman.
Yeah, but like I see with Ragnarok, that wasn't Thor. That was Chris Hemsworth. Like that was no, I mean like because from like the interviews and all the stuff that I read, they literally said, "Yo, here you go, do what you like,
Yeah.
do what you want." And Thor Ragnarok to me was just it's a Chris Hemsworth stand up. It's literally because like if you rewatch the movie, he'll be rambling, like he'll say a joke, which was kind of funny, and then he'll start rambling on about something else, and then get back to the issue at hand. Like they gave him a lot of free reign in that film, and you can see that. Yeah, and you can see that, which is nothing is wrong because it kind of proved that he can do a bit more and bring a bit more to that character, which he did.
Yeah.
But it's Chris Hemsworth. I don't know.
I love the movie Thor Ragnarok because of the Hulk parts, but
Yeah, because Hulk was hilarious, and he was a
badass.
child. He was just a big 5-year-old
and
kid.
if you watch Planet Hulk, which was one of the best animated Hulk movies they've made, I think.
Yeah.
From that scene, him fighting as the gladiator and stuff, it just brought back memories of that animated cartoon I saw, and I loved it. That was the part I liked, and the whole part with Thor being in hell, I thought that was one of the best scenes.
Yeah, that whole beginning.
Yeah, that was
whole beginning
badass
scene.
with the dragon, like the demons. It was cool.
Oh, finally found that quote.
I did not like how they portrayed.
Hello?
No, Hela she was cool, but like I can't think of the guess.
Surtur.
Not Surtur, the other guy, the Hela's henchman.
I
can't think of his name now. It starts with an S.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about though. Like the guy.
Scourge.
Yeah.
I did not like how they had him. I
Like
like the
my
way
friends Des and Troy.
I like the way he looked. He looked like I would think Surge would look, but I didn't like how they had him at the end. Like he's supposed to be just like this ruthless killing machine.
Yeah, but when a ruthless killing machine is next to you have to. It's a game of survival. You gotta do what you gotta do to survive. And that's what she told him. And she's like, "You're smart. You're trying to survive." Because she would have just killed him on the spot.
Do you think? Well, I understand that part. I'm not saying that part. I'm just saying this.
Yeah, like his character.
His character.
Yeah.
You know, from the movies, animated movies I've seen him in, he's more ruthless. He's, but that was when he was with, was it Enchantress or was there Enchantress in Marvel? It was with the Thor, the blonde. She was blonde. I can't think it was Enchantress or she was like a sorceress.
No.
But I can't think of her name now.
What do you got?
Anyways, go ahead. Sorry.
Aquaman director James Wan once pitched a Blade reboot to Marvel. James Wan pitched a Blade reboot to Marvel once, and I guess they just turned it down. So, but
Yeah,
that would have been crazy.
A lot of people want Blade back.
Man,
No.
I feel like of all people to bring it back, a horror director would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think he would. He fits the mold for that. I would think. You know.
Yeah.
I still don't know with Blade though. Like, who are you gonna get unless you get Wesley Snipes? Wesley Snipes to me is Blade. I'm sorry. I don't know who else you can get at this point to be Blade.
I mean, you could find. It wouldn't be hard to find someone to play Blade.
Like who in their younger age right now could be Blade? go right now, actor wise.
Mm.
That would do a good job. That has martial arts.
Oh yeah, well that's the issue.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, once again,
I mean, you don't
cast
need
an
to
unknown that just
have
breaks
yeah. You don't need to necessarily have. I mean, they don't need to necessarily have like with Wesley Snipes. They were very lucky to find a guy who's been doing martial arts. Like he knows martial arts, and
Yeah.
so his fight scenes were more, engaging. I mean, you don't necessarily need to have that per se, as long as the fight scenes are coordinated. Like from what I gather from Titans, the guy who's playing Robin / Nightwing, the fight scenes in the show is like really really good.
Really?
And all he's been doing he's been training like really hard, yeah. But as far as I know, he had no prior martial arts
Okay.
skills. So
I mean, I guess that would.
it just comes down to whoever does the choreography.
Speaking of fights, apparently the newest episode, the season finale of Titans is
Yeah,
supposed to
yeah.
have Batman in it.
What?
Yeah.
So he's
Very-
playing Batman in that?
Very dangerous.
I don't know who's playing Batman, but like most of the clips in the trailer have him like silhouetted, but
Like far away
or
or
like
something?
I don't know, close up, but just like silhouetted, like in darkness, and like he's just like taking dudes out. And apparently the premise of the show of the episode is Dick Grayson versus Batman.
Hmm.
So I mean, I've just started watching the show. I just got the free trial on the app because they don't have it on
What does it
PS4.
What does it
Yeah.
cost?
DC Universe.
If you don't mind me asking.
Oh man, I don't even remember how much the
Well, for a year, it's $74.99, isn't it?
for
No, that's for. What is that? That's for a year, and then
Yeah.
for a monthly. What is it like?
Monthly,
$8.99?
Yeah, probably.
I'm thinking of getting rid of my Amazon so I can get it. I don't really watch Amazon. I watch the hell out of DC because now that is Young Justice. Like I
Yeah,
can't
that
tell
starts
you.
up soon.
I can't tell you how much I love Young Justice.
It's a good show.
One of my favorite shows when it was on.
It's a really good show.
I want to go back and rewatch it.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, the introductory price is $75 a year or $8 a month. Yeah.
Okay, I might have to. Yeah, and
Yeah.
can you only can watch it on your phone or your computer?
Yeah. There's no unless you have like an Apple TV, you can watch it on that. But there's no app for PlayStation or Xbox.
What about
yet.
Fire Stick?
No, not for Fire Stick either.
Really?
Yeah, because I was like, oh, it's gotta be on Fire Stick. It's gotta be. And then I looked on there and there's not.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's literally just an app for iOS and Android and computers.
See,
Yeah.
that's just not.
And Apple TV.
Yeah, that's not smart.
Are
I don't
they-
understand
are
how
they-
they just dropped it and didn't have an
But
app
that's-
ready.
Do any of y'all
That's the
know
thing.
if there's any other options? Are there any other options you can do? Like,
No,
it's
if
just
you're
those ones.
overseas, it's on Netflix. Titans is on Netflix. You can watch Titans
Really?
on Netflix overseas. Yeah, because they don't have the app. The app is region locked to
Yeah.
the U.S.
but is there
so
a way to stream it from your? Well, you said you have to have Apple TV.
if
or
you can connect your
Or
computer to your TV?
USB to the TV. Yeah. God. That sucks. Are they coming out with
An app?
a version, an app?
I don't know. As
I
far
would
as
think they would at this point.
that should have been the
It's
first thing that they
do.
did. If you're gonna drop a streaming service, it should have came with an app, or at least been able
What
to
can
get
you
on
stream from it right now? Like other than Titans, can you do any of the animated movies?
Yeah,
yet?
they
Yeah,
have
yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
They have
all
a
of it.
Good,
Well, Batman.
I wouldn't say
Ninja.
all of it, but they have a good library so far.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Actually, you know what? Let me. I got it.
it's so worth it. It's so worth it at that point, like just to have the animated stuff.
Yeah.
When's the Superman movie coming out?
Reign of Superman?
Reign of Superman. Is that coming soon?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, no, because the first one was
Because
really
the first
good.
one was dope.
All right. Let's see.
It comes out January 13th.
Oh, soon. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, in a month
All right. So the series that they have on there right now is Titans.
away. Okay.
They have the Constantine show,
From when?
2014, 2015.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, nice.
Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman. Birds of Prey. So
The Lois and Clark show, is that gonna be with? That's the.
1993 to 97.
But aren't they making a new Lois and Clark?
It was rumored that they were doing a new one based on the Superman they have in Supergirl.
Yeah.
but nothing's confirmed yet.
So what year is that one?
This was
the
from
old
93.
one.
Yeah, this
that's
is
the old school one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the one with
what's his name?
Oh my God.
And what's her face? People with the faces.
What's his name? And what's her face?
People with faces and names.
Perfect. What's her name? What's her face?
But you gotta love what's her face though, like what she brought to the table.
And what's his name?
Good
Did
stuff.
such a great
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
He flew so hard,
Yeah, what's his name?
and she kissed him so great.
They have the original Wonder Woman
Yeah, they do.
series on
What?
there. Yeah. The Adventures of Superboy from 1988.
Mm.
The original Flash series from 1990.
What? All right.
Human Target from 2010. I don't even know what that is. The Adventures of Superman from 1952.
What?
And then the Superman serials from 1948.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No animated stuff yet?
Those are the series.
Okay.
The movies, they have Batman 89, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, Batman and Robin, Son of Batman, Batman. They have Batman Robin, Justice League versus Teen Titans, Green Lantern
Nice.
First Flight, Justice League War,
Okay.
Justice League Throne of Atlantis, Justice League The Flashpoint Paradox, Batman Ninja, Batman Mask of the Phantasm, Batman Mystery of the Batwoman,
Oh my God.
Supergirl, Superman, Shazam, The Return of Black Adam, Green Lantern, Superman the Movie,
Good.
Superman 2,
Good.
Superman 3,
Good.
Superman 4, The Quest of Peace.
Oh, you could have just skipped after you said Superman.
Well, you gotta have Nuclear Man, or Nuclear Man.
Nuclear Man.
Batman Year 1, Batman Assault on Arkham, Batman Beyond, Return of Joker, Batman Under the Red Hood, Batman Gotham by Gaslight, The Death of Superman, Justice League Crisis on Two
Nice.
Earths, Justice League Doom, Justice League The New Frontier,
Yeah, which was pretty
Justice League Gods and Monsters,
Oh, I love
Batman
that. I love
Gotham
that
Knight, Wonder Woman 2009, Batman The Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and 2, Superman Doomsday, and Wonder Woman 1974. And then now for the animated
I might have to
series.
get that.
They have the complete Batman animated series remastered. Super Friends from 1973, Batman the Brave and the Bold, Young Justice, Teen Titans, Static Shock, Batman Beyond,
What?
Justice League Unlimited, Superman
Legion
of Superheroes.
of Superheroes. I have told you guys, for all you guys paying attention, if you don't know, I've told you, I'm not
You don't like Legion of Superman?
I don't necessarily like Superman. I don't necessarily like Clark Kent Superman. Smallville had 10 seasons. Probably the best 9.5 seasons of my life. It was, I love Smallville. And I just don't like Clark Kent Superman. Now, if you watch Legion of Superheroes, season 2, you get introduced to a different Superman. And he goes by, they call him either Superman or they call him Superman X.
I think you were telling us about
Yeah,
that.
that's
Superman.
one of my favorite adaptations of Superman. Like, I don't, he needs to have a show, a comic, a movie, a video game, because he would take Clark Kent Superman in a heartbeat. Like, it wouldn't be an issue.
Well, now that I have the subscription,
Like,
service,
you need to watch. You need to watch when you get to
Her.
season 2.
Superman. Yeah, because that Legion of Superheroes.
It was.
I missed it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you told me that. I was just
I
like,
never-
how'd
I
you
never
not?
saw
How'd
it
you not
either, yeah.
catch that?
Yeah.
I'm surprised. So I thought with the DC streaming service, I would have thought they would have had all the WB stuff too. Just a part of me felt like they'd have all the WB stuff,
WB stuff.
like the WB Kids, like the stuff that was kind of DC. Because
Before it was CW, it was
Well,
WB.
yeah, but when I think of DC, I also think of WB, seeing how the companies are
With
more
the-
or less intertwined.
With the frog.
Yeah. So I figured that they'd have like Lunatics Unleashed. Like I figured they'd have like the. Do you remember that?
Yes.
It was amazing. Lunatics Unleashed was awesome. It was the Looney Tune characters with superpowers in a
Static
future.
shock.
Like it was amazing. Bugs Bunny was the leader. He went
Of
by
course.
Ace.
Of course.
And then you had like the other characters and whatnot, and it was, I don't know, I just figured I just figured WB would put like the Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
They put those enterprises on.
Maybe they will. Maybe they'll add it to it.
That, or they have to make their own. That's the thing. People are just gonna start making their own streaming services, and everybody like you.
Well, Disney. All right, so Disney has Marvel, right?
Yes.
Disney owns.
Now, are we gonna get when they do the streaming service? Are they gonna put
Eventually.
the '90s X-Men?
Yeah, probably.
Then I'm probably gonna have to buy Disney streaming.
Oh, I'm getting it. I know.
Because I want to see
I know I'm
that
gonna get it.
from season 1
You
till
have
it
to.
ends.
You have to. Again, I told you
That
guys.
show was a jam. Right?
Everybody's like, oh, Disney, bought Marvel, which in case they also bought Fox.
Yeah.
Everybody's just like, oh, they bought Fox, so now they get that X-Men stuff, and like I've tried to explain, because like you can read the interview or watch the interview or whatever. They actually have the documentation of the deal that Disney did for the claim of Fox, and the head of Disney said, we didn't buy Fox for the X-Men, for Fantastic Four, or sorry, not X-Men, X-Men, they didn't buy, that wasn't the reason for the deal. That's a good bonus, but that's not why they wanted it. They wanted the TV shows. They wanted Simpsons, they wanted Futurama, they wanted all that stuff to put on to the streaming service. Because with Fox, you also get Fox Box, and you also get 4Kids, like you get Kirby Right Back at Ya, Fighting Foodons, Ultimate Muscle, like you get all these different
Ultimate
animes
Muscle?
and cartoons that were on Fox. You get the original 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is by far one of the greatest adaptations.
Yes.
Like that's the stuff you get. Sonic, like you get all this stuff. Disney has Disney XD. They have ABC, which means they're gonna get Pepper Ann, Recess. Like they're gonna get
Pepper
like
Ann.
they're gonna get like all these classic cartoons that Lloyd in Space. What was the one where they're hall monitors? It'd come on with Recess.
Recess.
No. There's one where they're Fillmore.
Fillmore?
Yeah, where they're hall monitors, like they're basically cops at their school. And, like they go out have these.
It sounds so
Fillmore.
Yeah, if you saw it, you'd know what I'm talking about. The Weekenders. They had all these like Disney's streaming services about to be like.
You think that's gonna be $8 a month, or is that gonna be more? And more?
No, they said it'd be cheap. They said it. Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah,
all right, so
let
you
me see,
do
let me see.
remember.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's Fillmore. That was legit.
I don't
You were in the
remember that
clubs
one.
pumping.
Yeah.
You're in the clubs, man. That's
Booty humping and fist pumping. That's all I'm saying.
And sit out.
But that's
Hey,
like
I'm just hey.
they just did because like I sat down, I thought about it, and Disney.
Now that I think about it, I probably could have babysitted you guys like back in the day. I don't know.
Maybe I don't know. Disney just owns a lot
Let's see.
of
When
stuff.
I was 21, you would have been. Let's see, I'll be 39 coming up.
You'd be 39.
I'm coming up to be 39. I'll be 39 on December 31st. So at 21, what you guys would have been 15, 16. I don't know.
Maybe.
I wouldn't have watched it. Never mind. You punk kids.
But you've been too busy at the club.
Get
Like, I don't
get off my
understand.
lawn, kids.
But yeah, dude, Disney's
Booty
streaming.
pumping and fist pumping.
Not
That should be
only.
that should be a shirt.
Not. Oh my god. That's so.
First cup of comics: booty humping, fist pumping.
Our new brand of workout shirts.
Oh, what? Perfect. Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
But did that.
Dude, that rap. That's
It's,
like a rap. John.
They're
Work
also
on
gonna
that, okay?
do. They're also they're gonna have all their like original movies, and they're gonna have all this stuff, plus a
course.
bunch of new original movies
Nice.
just for the streaming. Like Disney has a plan. Oh, and they have Star Wars, and
I was
they
literally talking to a friend of mine before.
everything,
like,
man.
On the way over here, I picked up a couple of energy drinks, and in Publix, I ran into a friend
Disney
of mine.
owns them, don't.
And you
Disney
think-
owns him,
you
doesn't
think that
they?
they use the Disney philosophy in their training. They're like, we want to be the Disney of markets.
Wow.
Yeah, they literally, yeah.
Disney's everywhere, man.
But
scary.
But I was talking to my friend in there, and he said, "Yeah, I have to get the Disney service because the Mandalorian." And just because the Mandalorian, he wants to get the Disney service.
Wait, who is this? Who is this?
Eduardo.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think he was into that.
What?
Because of the Mandalorian.
It's because the Mandalorian.
Just the way he's like, just because of the Mandalorian.
Just because the Mandalorian.
Just okay.
You will discount the price.
I
Yeah.
still hope Ewan McGregor does that in as a Black Mask.
Yeah, he's just in Black Mask. Yo, and if you guys, you better stop, or I'm coming for you. Just a nice little hand wave.
We were talking
Stop this
I'm
now.
gonna need a better price.
We were
to be done.
talking about that. Like, do you think he's gonna wear the mask fully throughout the whole movie, or will he have it off?
He should.
Right? That's what I think.
Yeah. Why would he take it off?
I think they would have him take it off in intimate moments, but for the majority of the
Well, like
movie.
intimate
in
moments, like
public
he's humping
view.
his humping his chick.
I'm drawing a blank on Black Mask, but isn't Black Mask like
the skull face, the
Deathstroke
no
or Cobra Commander from Jed? Like he can't take it. He can't take it
Oh,
off.
I thought you were gonna say. You're saying like
It's like
it's
isn't it like
it's molded
like
to his
it's
face.
yeah. I don't remember him.
So
ever,
like maybe it melted to his face. What?
I don't remember if
But Zach,
he can take that off or
Zach's
not.
hoping he takes it off for intimate moments. Hold on, baby. Let me take my black mask off.
Oh, Brian.
Oh, I love it. All right.
Wait, what was that? It said Army Hammer something.
Oh, yeah, I was getting ready to read that off before we got sidetracked with.
Well,
Black mask,
things.
intimate moments.
So apparently, so back in the day, they were gonna make a movie called. What?
Hey, is the guy on the right single my right, not your right? I think.
No, I'm taken. I'm taken by my lovely wife. But thank you for the offer. I love you.
Said so.
Jesus. Okay. Army Hammer.
Army Hammer, yes. So Justice League Mortal was a thing that was going to come out
Yeah.
years ago.
Way back, yeah.
Wait.
That
What
was
is that?
that was supposed to be the original, like the Justice League, like
yeah.
the first.
Before Iron Man even happened.
Yeah.
They were supposed to make a Justice League Mortal movie directed by George Miller, the guy who directed the newest, Mad Max.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, concept art came out for this movie and everything looked awesome, And they were gonna have Army Hammer as Batman, and they were gonna have Common as Green Lantern.
With a turtleneck.
But they got to the point where like they even had like the costumes were made and the sets were built.
Yep. They got
before
far.
they canceled.
They have pictures.
I can find pictures in a minute, but he was asked about this Batman character, what he was going to be like in those movies, and this is what he said. He said, "I wanted this Batman character to be so dark. I was like, look, no one, and this is George's idea as well. This was really in the script, but no one ever really shows how truly psychotic this man has to be. Like this is a guy who chooses to put on a costume in all black and sneak around at night and beat the shit out of people. So even in times when he would be sitting around, like let's say he had his batsuit off and all that, he would be sitting down with the thing, looking at the thing with the cowl on, because that's where he felt the most comfortable in his own weird, twisted way. He was a neurotic, like borderline schizophrenic dude who didn't trust a single person, including anyone in the Justice League, and had all the dirt on every single one of them and was ready to take all of them down at the snap of a finger."
Army Hammer.
I was really attracted to it. This is Miller saying, but there was a writer's strike looming. We had to cast it very quickly, which we did with Warner's casting people. And we cast it really quickly, and we mounted it really quickly, and it depended on a start date, and it depended on some basic rebate legislation that had just got through a new Australian government. So nothing worked out for this movie.
Yeah.
Even though like they were super far along in production. And I'm gonna look up the concept art for you.
Oh, if Common had turtlenecks.
Link said, "Good thing he wasn't."
Oh yeah.
Goodbye, Justice League. Yeah, that's true.
It's not Bruce anymore. This is Constance. I don't know why I got that.
No, I just feel like Common has like that's all he ever wears, turtlenecks.
Oh,
I mean, if you look good in something, you wear it.
that's what he's famous for, I guess. So he's famous for famously wears, I should say.
Sure.
Not famous for wearing turtlenecks.
So would he wear a green turtleneck if he was Green Lantern?
So this is how the Justice League was going to look. Well, these are not the actual actors. This is just the costume test. These are the costumes, how they would have looked.
Martian Manhunter?
The Flash was pretty cool.
Superman looks.
And then Batman apparently had like pistons and gears and shit on his suit.
He was steampunk.
Like
Batman.
yeah, basically. But yeah,
Okay.
like they had all kinds of stuff just like ready at the ready.
Yeah.
Like even like that was gonna be Wonder Woman. But I mean,
Looks like classic Wonder Woman.
yeah.
I'll bet.
But yeah, they had concept art that leaked and everything, and like how Themyscira was gonna look and all that stuff. It looked really cool, but obviously it never got made. And then Marvel beat him to the punch with the whole crossover thing with the Avengers. So that was that.
Yep.
And that ended that.
Yeah. But
Are you guys gonna go see Once Upon a Deadpool? The PG-13
No.
Deadpool?
nah, I'm not. I've already seen the movie. I don't want to see a dumbed down version of it. I know there's extra scenes and stuff, but I mean,
Yeah, I watched the trailer and the scene where the old couple on the bench and he's like, he made the up reference and then he was just like, don't get attached to the guy,
Oh,
to
yeah.
the old guy on the bench. He's just like, oh, I saw you in Up. Yeah, that was a great movie. Don't get attached. And I was just like, oh my god.
terrible, terrible.
Nah. I mean, I was happy with the R-rated one.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't even bought it on Blu-ray to be honest. Like, I don't know. Like I saw it in theaters, and I just seen it once was good enough for me.
Yeah.
It was the first movie. More jokes, more action, but it was
Oh,
basically
Yeah,
the
when we
first
did our
movie.
review, I mean, that's pretty much what I said. It was like the first, but had a little more.
Yeah.
And then Juggernaut was fucking badass.
Yeah. So outside of like Aquaman, what are you guys excited for?
I mean, for me, it's just
Like just
Aquaman and-
movies in general.
Oh,
I mean, and outside like superheroes and stuff like just anything.
Godzilla,
Okay.
Yeah,
King of Monsters.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you what, when I saw Skull Island, King Kong Skull Island, the movie, phenomenal. Because it took the monsters
Okay.
and made them the stars, and the actors themselves were almost like the star. You know, like they. I know what they were acting, they were doing a great job, but I felt like the CGI monsters were like the stars of the movie.
As it should be. The
And
humans
that's what
should
I'll-
be side
yeah.
characters.
And that's what I want in this
Godzilla movie.
Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
I want that. I just want the monsters fighting
I-
each other,
I hope
and then
so. I feel like we probably won't, seeing how Millie Bobby Brown is in there.
I don't know.
Because they're gonna give her screen time.
Yeah,
They're
but
gonna
I
give
don't
her
think it's gonna be a
screen
lot.
time.
Like, I mean, it'll be enough, but it won't be overpowering the monsters
think-
fighting each other.
I mean,
I
it
think-
might,
I hope not.
especially if she has her abilities. I mean, she could go in there and take on Godzilla herself, which would be an
Still
awesome.
nosebleed.
Like Godzilla wins, beats everybody, right? And then all of a sudden,
Eleven just like
Just-
levitates up
yeah,
to his
just-
height.
yeah.
She's like,
I'm the real monster, and then they just have an epic battle scene. Like I'd kind of,
now we're talking about 11. I heard there's a trailer supposedly out for Stranger Things season 3.
title trailer. It was a title.
Is
Yeah,
trailer.
it was a trailer.
Oh,
So
it was just
title,
teaser.
yeah.
Okay.
It was
I didn't
just-
know what it was.
Yeah,
I just heard
it was just like the music, and then it flashed the episode names,
Oh
and then
man, I'm so what? All
things
right.
of Stranger Things. You didn't see the other teaser trailer with what's his name in the ice at his job at the mall?
No.
What's his name? The one with the bat. My boy, Steve.
Oh, Steve.
Steve Harris.
Yeah, he has Steve is alongside, so like you see the kids kind of running in this
Yeah.
mall that just opened up in
Okay.
their neighborhood, and then Steve's working at like this ice cream
Store
place
or whatever.
yeah,
Okay.
or whatever, and he's wearing this stupid costume. Well, not costume, but like work outfit.
Your
or whatever.
costumes are stupid.
And But did you see that one?
No.
No? Oh, yeah. I mean, it wasn't really anything serious, but you should probably watch that, though.
What if?
Steve's a dude.
What if?
Steve's a man.
Yeah.
11.
He's a douche.
Yeah.
Second season.
What if 11 is that giant creep? Like all this time, it just popped in my mind that she's that giant creature that you see
In
Upside
Stranger
Down.
Things?
Yes.
Like
What if
the
it-
huge thing she
What
fought?
if it's her?
Like another her?
No. She's portraying that out like that's out of her
Conscious?
conscious.
Okay.
Yes. That
Like
big-
she's admitting it.
she's admitting it.
By like using her power, she created something.
Correct.
And like, every time she uses her power, it
Correct.
just gets stronger and
Yeah,
stronger.
yeah, yeah.
That'd be dope.
It
What
just
if-
popped in my head. I was thinking about it. I was like, that'd be kind of cool.
What if it's Barb
Well,
because she's super petty?
Oh,
About
wanted to
nobody
come
looking
back.
for
Yeah,
her.
no one came to look for her.
I've been
So
saying
she-
that. I've been saying that too. Like
She
it
turned
popped
into
in
a
my mind.
monster and she's coming back to take these kids.
Yeah.
Nobody looked for me.
No one looked for me.
Y'all
I was on the
forgot.
diving board.
Just come behind the cam, but nobody cares. Whatever.
Dang,
Everybody had my
bro.
nerdy glasses.
That'd be crazy. I mean, doesn't she play like a bad guy in some TV show I heard? She plays like yeah, she plays a bad guy in the,
There was something that she's in.
It's Riverdale. It's Riverdale.
She's a bad guy in Riverdale.
Yeah, she's like she antagonizes like these
Really?
like the other characters.
See, I haven't caught up with it, but like
Oh.
last I saw, she was
I don't watch that
she was
show.
a victim.
Oh,
She was a victim of
that's
some
normally how it
sexual
happens.
abuse.
Yeah,
She's
they're
she's
victims, and then after that, they end up
more being victims
Yeah,
the entire
like-
time.
they sometimes in like TV shows and movies they're a victim at first, and then all of a sudden they overcome it, and then they end up being a bad guy because now they just want to get at everybody else. But yeah, no, she's like apparently she's like the main and like one of the main antagonists. Like she's going around like messing these guys up.
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
Yeah.
that might be a spoiler.
But I think that would kind of. Wouldn't you think that'd be cool if that was?
I
the
hope
case?
it's not a spoiler. If it is, I apologize.
Well, no.
I mean, again,
Wouldn't it be cool though if the 11 was portraying like that creature was?
like from her, like her
From her,
conscience.
yeah.
That'd be crazy. As long as they could find a good way to explain it, like well, the best way to explain it is that it's not her, but it's another version of her. So
Exactly, yeah,
it's not 11, but it's like 12 or 13
11 and a half.
or like yeah, sure. It's 11. It's 11.1. And
Version 0.
that one didn't just like was too strong, shed its human form, stayed underground, and then turned into that thing.
Or what
But
if
it's
that-
like another experiment though.
But what if that's her dark side, right?
Manifested?
Manifests out of her like it's separated from her body, and that's what it created.
Oh, you know, they would just have to find a good way to explain it. But
Yeah.
like if you made it to like where it was like number 12, like one of the ones that she's a part of that just kind of lost it, snapped,
And
shedded its skin, and like that would be wild.
I
You
mean-
wouldn't need a crazy explanation for that. It would just be like so. Like if you remember, end of the season 1 when she started like when she was using her ability in the
Mhm.
classroom,
Yeah.
and her eyes got super black and like she
Mhm.
started looking like a demon. What? One of the guy like one of the other experiments went too far
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
just
where
ended
the
up
other-
turning.
Well,
Yeah,
we've only seen one, right?
yeah. We saw
8.
8. Was it?
Yeah, so where are the other 9?
kids?
Yeah.
So maybe we'll get that.
Where's number 1?
Do you think
I
they'll
haven't
just?
Yeah, I want to know what.
Do you think
happened
they'll
to one.
stop at like at 3 seasons, or are they gonna go another one after
No,
that?
they do
No,
more.
it's they're yeah. It's
They're
gonna be
confirmed.
they're gonna either do it by every couple years or like by a decade, but they can't do it by a decade because then they're gonna be older. Like they're supposed to stay kids. That's the draw is that
Yeah.
they're kids. So if they do, so season 4 is probably gonna be season 4 is probably gonna be like 1987.
Man, they'd have to just make it past like normal time.
Well,
Yeah.
let's make a promise now.
I promise.
I promise you guys. I love you guys. Anyways, no.
I promise to accept it.
I promise. Let's by then. Hopefully, we'll have cameras that we can live stream us. We'll all watch it together when the third season comes out.
Oh, like a live streaming watch party.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'm excited for it. Like I was hoping it was gonna come out this year, but I guess
yeah, it should be coming out soon, shouldn't it?
No, it didn't come out until 2019.
Well, yeah, but that's soon.
But what is it? October 2019.
Yeah, it's normally like around October
So
or whatever.
yeah, we gotta wait.
I mean, we're already getting season 2 of Sabrina in April.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're gonna have 2 seasons of Sabrina before we even get another
I
season.
guess I have to catch up with you guys.
But
Yeah, but they were gung ho with Sabrina because they knew it was gonna.
oh yeah, they filmed it back to back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the moment the last episode ended, they had already started filming the next season. Like they're because they knew it was gonna succeed.
Yeah.
As it would. Did you watch the Christmas special?
Not yet.
I watched it. It was. My roommate didn't like. He was just like, well, nothing happened. I'm just like, well, that's not true. What'd you expect? It's just a little side story, but it was enough though. It was enough happened where it was good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's Voltron.
To get back to Stranger Things.
Yes.
You guys talking about like the manifestation of the big
Evil.
like the creatures.
Whatever
and things
that
like
is, yeah.
I think there's something to that because one of the main inspirations for the show, and the creator said this, was Silent Hill. And in Silent Hill, all the creatures have a reason for existing. They're all part of a manifestation of insecurities of the main character.
Yeah.
So
cool.
like Pyramid Head, for example, was supposed to represent like basically like fear of rape or something like that.
Jesus
crazy
Christ.
crazy stuff. Yeah, they don't go out of their way to say it. It's just kind of like implied.
It's rape head.
It's
Instead of pyramid head, it's rape head.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
But yeah, like if they're inspired by Silent Hill to create the Upside Down, why wouldn't they be inspired to make the creatures of that world also have a significant reason for existing?
I was I don't know. It just popped in my head thinking that because she was always in the Upside Down, and what
Yeah, when she was in the
that anger and all that hatred seeped out of her body and made that, and that's what it is. Like it's.
I can see that happening, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, or just to some capacity.
I think that'd be a cool twist,
You need to explain it correctly. So that's all I care about. It needs to be cohesive because I don't like when they just.
It does a close up of the thing's face and it's Barb's face. You never found me.
There's something.
Oh, if you guys. Oh, sorry. Oh,
No, go for it.
So if you guys didn't know, so today, yeah.
I don't know.
Today's still the 14th. So there was the Sabrina Christmas special. There was Voltron, which I think is the last season. Because now people are just talking about stuff. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was good. I saw it. You saw it too, right? You said
No,
you're going to see it. Okay. So Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was good. I'm not really gonna get into it. Just go watch it. They already have plans to make a second one. They also have plans to do a spin-off with all the female Spider characters.
Okay, so you've already seen it.
Yeah.
Without spoilers.
I'll do my best.
I hear people talking about the animation is above and beyond. It's one of the best movies of the year. What are your thoughts?
A lot of people are saying it's the movie of the year.
Like people are saying it's the best Spider-Man movie, one of the best comic book movies.
And it hasn't
universal praise.
and an animated film hasn't gotten that praise in a while.
Yeah.
Like it's been a while since an animated film beat live action things.
Mm.
They did a good job. The animation is spot on. It kind of reminds me, like when I was like seeing the trailers and stuff. Would it be fair to say that it's kind of like, I don't want to say it's like Pixar, but it's like, I don't know how to explain it correctly, but like I get like a tad bit of a Pixar vibe from it, like the way that the more Big Hero 6.
Okay.
Would that make sense? Because Big Hero 6's animation was somewhat similar.
Yeah.
It's that sort of smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they did a really good job with the animation.
Okay.
And then the way that the way how they explained everything was explained, like it left you wanting more at the end of the movie, but they pretty much answered all your questions. Like if there was something that brought up somewhere in the rest of the movie they answered it.
See, that's one thing that I keep seeing online is people keep saying, "Oh, it left you wanting more."
Oh no, it
Is that
definitely did.
Bad?
No, it's a good thing. You wanted more of the movie. You wanted
Okay.
to sit there for another 5 hours.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was like left you wanting more, as in like there was like something missing that you wish that you could get
Well,
more.
I mean, it's different. You have your general audience, and then you have people like us and our viewers, and people who who read the comics, watch the movies, watch the cartoons. We know a bit more.
Okay.
So for us as fans, when we watch something, we see an Easter egg, or we see, there's something we can always hope for, want more of.
Of course.
But it was good.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, the
It's really
villains,
good,
the way the
actually.
villains were drawn,
And the character designs.
Yeah,
Is it-
all the character designs were kind of spot on. Actually, they're pretty good.
We saw because we were walking through Target. We saw on the toy aisle they have the Scorpion figure, and he looks like Scorpion King meets Deadpool from X-Men Origins.
I mean, you can always do better, but it wasn't.
It wasn't
bad,
distracting. It
Did
wasn't bad.
Not really.
Kingpin-
Not for me at
the
least.
Kingpin looked like a blob.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It wasn't. I didn't. Kingpin's.
Yeah.
Again,
It worked.
for it.
It worked
Yeah.
for what it was. Okay.
I wasn't
Okay.
there. I wasn't there for the villains.
Yeah.
It's not the Dark Knight trilogy.
Well, one more question about it, and then we'll move on.
All right.
There's a lot of Spider people in this.
Yes.
Who was your favorite?
Well, off rip, Jake Johnson.
Was
Peter Parker. I can't Jake Johnson's my dude, bro. I can't I love Spider-Gwen in it. I loved, and obviously Miles did a really good job, the way they executed his
Oh, yeah, it's
abilities
a Miles
and stuff
movie,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So as the center focus, they did a good job on focusing on him.
Okay.
Even though they
Yeah.
had Peter Parker in there, they
But
had
they still
Spider-Man.
focus on Miles.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
it's kind of like Spider-Man: Homecoming. It's even though again I still give Tom Holland so many props. People can be like, oh, that's not my Spider-Man, whatever. Regardless, it's a Spider-Man movie that had Iron Man in it. It wasn't an Iron Man movie that had and Spider-Man. No, it was Spider-Man's movie. Even though Iron Man, even though Robert Downey Jr., even though Tony Stark was in the film, it was still Spider-Man's movie. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was, regardless of Tony's interference and all that stuff, him popping
You're
in,
so
it
focused on-
was his
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
And
I'll tell you
that's off rip. That's why I like Spider-Man: Homecoming, because you have this guy who's been he's been doing it.
He was started it.
And it was still your film.
Yeah,
Tom, as an actor, Tom Holland, Robert Downey Jr., it was still your movie, even though you had three of the best guys in the world in your film.
Well, I was talking to Zach earlier before you got over about the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah. Which ones? All of them?
Spider-Man 1 and 2.
Tobey Maguire.
All right, Tobey Maguire. I did not like him as Spider-Man. I like the movies, but I did not like him as Spider-Man because every time they would do a close-up of his face, he looks like he's gonna cry. This Spider-Man does not show that. He has that. To me, he's he's Spider-Man. If I look at him, he's Spider-Man.
Well, yeah, I'll agree with that. I can agree with that. I think he's the best adaptation of Peter Parker and Spider-Man together.
Now, Spider-Man 1 and 2.
Which one?
2 was my all-time favorite.
Oh, Tobey
Doc
Maguire
Ock.
man's. Okay, yeah, the Tobey Maguire
With the
one.
Doc Ock, just the Doc Ock story alone, just how they correctly got how he got the things attached to him and everything, was great.
Yeah.
And how they made him look and everything, I loved it. This newer adaptation of the Vulture, we were talking about that too.
Mhm.
Even though it's not something we've seen in the comic books
Yeah,
or read, where he's wearing his green costume with his
fur
collar.
Yeah.
This one was cool because I don't know, just the way they made him look.
Yeah. Well, they didn't
The
want
storyline wasn't. It was a little different.
They didn't want it to be cheesy. Like,
Yeah.
let's
Yeah.
be honest. If he was like comic book Vulture, it would have been.
Yeah, it would have been cheesy.
Would have been really cheesy.
I mean, other than the old aspect of him he's always been young, but he has that old body because of his
The aging.
yeah, the
technology.
aging
yeah.
technology. So yeah, I mean, I like that Vulture, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here with Mysterio and all the other characters. They're gonna hopefully add to it eventually.
The
Scorpion,
elementals. You alright?
yeah, I'm good. Yeah, Spider-Man is.
You don't like the new one coming out?
No, I mean from what I heard and saw, it was. I mean, it looks good. So.
What are your concerns?
No, I don't necessarily have any as of right now. I'd have to see the whole film.
Yeah.
But like I said, I got a pretty good rundown of of what the movie's gonna be like, what it's about, and stuff like that. And from like I said, from what I gathered from it, it sounds like it's gonna be good. I think people are gonna be pissed off about one point, but outside
we were
of that,
talking about that earlier.
should be good.
The buddy,
the
the buddy.
Mysterio storyline.
Well, it has to do with Mysterio, yes.
Like his like the way he is.
No. It's no. It's not the way he is. It's something that is gonna happen supposedly in the film.
Where they buddy up together?
Give or take, yes.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people are gonna be.
People are already up in arms over it.
Yeah.
People are already. But we don't know the context.
I mean,
But
I do, but it's.
Well, how do you know?
Well, because they dropped the trailer.
At the Brazil Comic Con. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I didn't see like a visual I didn't see a visual like
I flew to Brazil and I saw it all.
no, I didn't see. I heard the audio though. The audio they
Okay.
played out in English, so I heard the audio for the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And from the
What site? Where?
oh no, it wasn't it. I wish. I heard the audio and it just. I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
Well, I mean, you always got to think about Mysterio too. He always wanted to. He always portrays that like I'm the good guy, but he's not really the good guy to trick everybody. So maybe that's the whole.
I mean,
thing.
well, he's an actor, so at the end of the day, he's
Well, he's not an actor. He's a special effects guy.
Yeah, but that's.
That's not the same fucking thing.
I didn't say it was the same. It's close enough. They work on set.
Is he gonna have?
The fishbowl?
Well, hopefully on the fishbowl. The ponytail.
The ponytail coming out of the fishbowl?
No.
It's the fishbowl with pretty
His hairdo. Mysterio, the guy that plays Mysterio, has a ponytail. Well, at least the one I've ever seen.
I don't know.
I don't know. We
Probably
had
not.
we had like set photos that I saw and I
Yeah,
probably
probably.
he had short hair.
Yeah.
But I
Damn.
mean maybe he'll have it and he'll cut it.
There's been just a lot of stuff going around in like the video game community, comic book, like just a lot of stuff going on, and which has been good for us as fans. Like it's
Hey,
great.
no matter what happens, we win.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean,
Regardless,
yeah.
yeah.
Some
Some of us.
some of us. Yeah.
I will say, playing through the Spider-Man video game they released in the DLC, the final DLC, Silver Lining, comes out the same day Aquaman does in theaters.
People are gonna have
December
to decide.
21st. I mean, well, let's go see the movie and
They
then come
probably
back
did
home,
that.
but
They
yeah.
probably did that on purpose, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, of course. But this final DLC, which by the way,
Final, like no more after this.
no more story DLC. I don't know if they're gonna release any like suits
Yeah, it was only
separate.
supposed to have 3 months of DLC, right?
Yeah, this is the
The
final
next-
one.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and
Oh.
so yeah, this is the final DLC. But the story for the DLC has been pretty good.
Still haven't played it
Yeah, you gotta get on that.
Yeah,
Don't you
yeah.
have 3
So
copies
good.
of it?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Well, not like. Well, I got the collector's edition. Like, I got multiple things in the collector edition, but I just still haven't played it.
Oh man, yeah, you gotta. It's definitely.
Are you gonna play all 3 games at different times?
What?
There's 3 controllers set up side by side. But the thing with this last DLC so far, all 3 DLCs is one storyline that goes all the way through. This is supposed to wrap it up all with a nice little bow, you know. But each DLC includes 3 alternate suits that you can use. This latest one includes a suit from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the Peter Parker suit. Like it looks like the shape of his body and everything, the shape of his head, like it's the same in the game, which is kind of
That's
awesome.
pretty cool, yeah.
So if if you've just seen the movie and you're super hyped for it, you can go home, play the game, and play as that same Peter Parker. It's kind of awesome.
No.
It also includes a cyborg Spider-Man skin, which is kind of crazy with the metal arm and the eyeball thing. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Now if you go, say I don't get the collector's edition, I just go buy the whatever, right? The normal one.
Yeah, you just have to buy the.
How much is
season
the
pass.
DLCs?
It's probably like 20. The season passes are normally like $20.
Yeah, like 20 or 25.
But if you have the collector's edition, you could, if you had that, you automatically get those DLCs automatically.
Yeah. It comes
okay.
with the code and everything.
Luckies.
Let's see. City.
Ryan's on. Says sup guys. Sorry.
What
I'm
up,
late.
Ryan?
How's it going, man?
See you later, man. We're done. No, whatever you missed, we're gonna have a little podcast hopefully up running soon. So.
The City That Never Sleeps costs $25, or you can purchase individual chapters for $10 a piece. So
That's not bad. Okay.
If you get 25, you save by $5.
Okay.
But
So I can play through the game and then I can go back and buy.
DLC. And
Yeah,
stuff.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
And each DLC kind of has like separate challenges, things you can do, and like there's like 3. Like I said, there's 3 suits, but you unlock 2 of them in the story, and then if you 100% the DLC, you get the 3rd one.
Oh, okay.
So
That's cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
which
like
is
this last DLC that I'm trying to 100% right now, the last suit that you unlock is the manga Spider-Man
Oh, cool.
with like he looks like super weird, like cell shaded backpack.
Manga, bro.
Yeah,
That's dope.
yeah, it's super different. But they had the original Iron Spider suit in there, which was like a big
Yeah. Yeah, I think you told me actually last
Yeah.
week. Yeah.
yeah, it looks
Which.
amazing.
Yeah.
It
There's
looks,
so many games coming out now.
it looks great.
Bet it does.
Hey,
Bet it does.
it's my favorite suit from the comics, so I get you.
So
get
many games coming out though.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Of course.
But yeah, that's
Which we've
been
been
a month.
Yeah, like people have been waiting for it.
for years.
Yeah, we've long
I've
time.
done my waiting.
But aren't they doing like a release thing at Disney Springs or something? They're doing something for it.
Oh yeah, Disney Springs has that whole Kingdom Hearts experience that opened today, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Whereabouts at Disney Springs?
I don't know, but they're gonna have a playable demo there. They have artwork and replica keyblades from the game on display, which I want to see the new.
Why
keyblades.
did they make?
Yeah,
Why
I
did
do
they
too, actually.
Why
Right.
did they make Sora one of the characters on Smash?
See, that's what I'm thinking because they just introduced the first Challenger Pack DLC, the first of 5 apparently.
For Smash Brothers?
For Smash, yeah. So post-release DLC, and it's Joker from Persona 5, which is a PlayStation exclusive game.
Yep, which didn't make sense when I read about that.
But it opens up so now literally any character is on the table
Yes.
for them. Like,
yeah.
so I wouldn't be surprised. Like that would make so much sense if they use Sora.
So that's the thing with and that's just always been weird to me because like Nintendo is stingy. Like Nintendo won't let anybody else use their
No,
stuff,
they don't.
but
Yeah.
they're just out here like I don't know. Hopefully
We'll take that Joker from
yeah.
you.
Hopefully Sony made a deal with them and was just like, yo, if you get, we'll throw you, a character, but we're gonna make a Mario game, like because you guys are not
Yeah.
Well, the thing
up
with,
to par anymore.
it seems like Unity is like the big thing for these game companies now because during the whole crossplay debacle where Sony was like, no crossplay for us, sorry, we're better than that. And then like you had Xbox and Nintendo making like ads like being like better together.
I love how you said it. You're like,
Now
no, I'm PlayStation.
Ryan says that his favorite suit would be the Ben Reilly Scarlet
it's
Spider. Which Scarlet
so good.
Spider
Yeah.
suit though? He's had a couple of them. Which one do they have in the game?
The blue vest.
Blue vest.
Hoodie.
Oh, the red skin suit with the blue vest.
vest,
yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and if it's one of the most detailed suits. If you go into photo mode and you zoom in, it's so detailed down to like little threads, like little imperfections in the threads.
Mhm.
It's ridiculous. Yeah,
Do they
it's
have
super
the
detailed.
homecoming suit?
Yeah, they have the homecoming suit.
They have the homecoming.
Well, I mean the original, like the hoodie.
Yeah, his
homemade suit,
homemade
yeah.
one. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
oh,
it.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
they
one of
have,
my favorite suits.
They have that. They have the homecoming suit. They have Ice Spider.
Ryan says it's because they announced Persona 5 for the Switch, I thought, or was it that weird dance game based off of Persona 5?
No Persona 5 for the Switch, which is why everybody was super confused.
What's
Yeah,
but then
Persona
people
5?
were
I don't
thinking-
know what that is. What
it's
is
a fighter game. It's
Well, it's
I think I don't know how I explain it to people. I just say it's a fighter game, but I mean, it's probably a lot. There is more to it, but
It's-
I'm not really a fan per se.
it's the combat in the game is closer to Final Fantasy, the turn based.
Oh, okay.
And then like literally like you attack and then
Then you.
it's their turn, they attack.
Okay.
But yeah. And then in between that, like you're dungeon crawling or
Okay.
yeah, basically, and then the other half of the game is sort of like a time management type
Mhm.
thing. So you're a high schooler living your life, trying to go to high school, be out with your friends, go to class. You have to make time to like clean your room, things like that. So it's like a weird.
Then all of a sudden you get attacked.
Yeah, you go into this alternate dimension
Oh, okay.
and you have to like clear out these dungeons and stuff. It's really cool.
Easy.
It's
Ryan
really cool.
says Persona is a JRPG.
JRPG. That's
No,
the word.
That's the correct term.
That is the term of the day. J stands for JRPG, kids.
There was slime balls on us.
Jerk.
Jerbica.
But yeah, it's really good. But they never. It was a PlayStation exclusive, so nobody saw that coming.
Yeah.
When they said, "Oh yeah, it's going to be a character on Smash."
But now it's like, yeah, man, because now it's just, what's next? Like, who?
exactly, yeah.
We could, I don't know, you could end up having like any, it seems like Nintendo could just put any character they want, which I always thought they should anyway. It's Super
Yeah.
Smash Brothers. Up until a certain point, it just became a total,
My hero.
a total brawl. Ooh, yeah, I see. They could.
You see All Might jump
I
down?
don't think that'd be a good idea because My Hero has their video
Yeah.
games and their
Yeah, if
Their
anything,
stuff.
it would be like a Dragon Ball. character or
somebody
something.
somebody needs to which
Or Naruto or.
which they have J Stars.
Yeah.
They have J Stars. They have that new game that's coming out where it's the battle
Jump
royale
Force.
with Jump Force. Like those battle royales with all the different anime characters from different anime and stuff like that. Someone needs to just sit down. A company just needs to sit down and just make a fighting game with all major characters from every franchise
That's what I sound like.
and just call it a day.
Yeah.
Because that'd be
I want
dope.
them to have Jump Force. Like you're playing Jump Force and they're like, oh, a new character jumps in. All Might.
Well, Jump Force would be All Might would be in Jump Force though. Jump Force is it's anime.
That's what I'm
New
saying.
challenger
Yeah, yeah.
approaches.
All Might.
But I mean,
Oh, for
if All Might was to, drop down in Super Smash Brothers, it's just like what? Like,
I'd be like, oh
why
my
would
God.
he?
See, I would love to see a Deku with an All Might assist.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I just-
Like, what do you mean by assist?
Like
Like,
assist trophy?
like-
You call him in for.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant more like Marvel vs. Capcom, kind of like that, like where he would just, you're fighting whoever you're fighting, and all of a
Oh, he
sudden,
comes in and
yeah,
goes,
and then he
"Wow."
just
Oh.
switches out, and then it's just All Might, and you're just like,
Yeah, no, like you can like summon him for like a move for a second.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
He disappears again. That's
yeah,
what-
that'd
yeah.
be dope.
Assist
Which,
trophy.
oh my God. I just watched one of the episodes in season 3. And All Might.
Are you done?
What?
Are you done with season 3 yet? Or no?
Close.
Still working on it.
Just, dude, Zach.
What part? Which part?
The part where you
United
United
Yeah, okay,
States.
one on. No, hey, whoa!
Son.
It's like I say, you're watching. Are you
I'm
catching
not
up?
caught up.
Where are you at?
All
right,
Dude,
well, yeah,
United States. That's all I got.
yeah, man, that's it. That's all you need to know. Like that, even that was too much. Like I feel like that was too much.
I was like, Zach, when I saw this scene, I was like,
My Hero Academia
I can only imagine.
comes back in April, and we're also getting hey, Ramos is on.
Ramos.
Yeah,
What's up, man?
We're also getting season 4 in April. What else is coming in April? Sabrina's coming in April. We're getting that season 2 of One Punch Man. That
What?
has eluded
Are you
everybody
serious?
for like, because it's just been rumor, and now it's finally they have a little teaser trailer out. They have a
and
little
not only that,
like
My Hero
I
and
just- I
One
read
Punch Man.
I read the manga. I don't have. I'm not
Yeah, you're
patient.
way past.
I'm not patient enough to be like to play the game where it's like we might make the anime. No, I'll just read the manga then. I don't have
Bro,
I
like
don't have
that,
the time for that.
I went back and watched the last episode of One Punch Man where he's fighting
Boros, Lord
yes,
Boros,
dude,
yeah.
and then Boros is like, oh, you punched off my armor, and he's like, whatever. Like destroys him.
It's
Destroys him.
Consecutive normal punches.
yeah. It's like then I'll use my best strongest move. Series of what was it? It was like series. Yeah, it was like something series of
Super serious punch.
Yeah, series of serious super punches or something. And then he just blah blah blah,
I think-
and then disintegrated the man. And then the guy's just an eyeball. Looks back
Yeah.
over and regenerates
He's like,
himself.
I
Like it
can't-
was.
He had.
He's like, I can't
Because he
believe.
was.
He's like, I can't. Like the guy that was
Lord Boros.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
like, you know, and he's like, I can't. Wait, what? He's like,
He just didn't understand it.
he's like, what is going on?
He was like, because what did he say to him?
Like you're so powerful.
Yeah, and he was just like,
you're so powerful.
he's
Just like
like-
the reaction that
you filled the prophecy, and he was like, yeah, and he's just like, I didn't even have a chance. You weren't even using all of your power, and he was just like, walks away. He just walked because there's nothing to say to that.
Yeah.
Because like he wasn't like like
Because of one super serious punch and he was out.
One of my
Yeah.
favorite scenes though in that episode in season 1 is where what's the guy with the robotic guy
Genos. Yeah.
is fighting him.
Oh yeah, when they're training in the
He just
mountains.
Yeah, like
To his
makes
face.
a whole canyon.
Yeah, behind him. Like
And he's
that.
like, "Oh, Sensei, you're my Sensei now."
Well, yeah, because he knew he was just like, yo, I'm gonna fight him, and because he doesn't even know
Yeah.
how strong he is, he doesn't even know how strong he got, and he's like, I'll just fight him, and then he just does that punch, and then
Yeah,
he turns around and sees the crater behind him, and he's just like, yo, I will never get to that
I
level.
will never, ever.
Let's go get ramen. Like that's all it is.
Did you guys ever see this cosplay?
Yeah, I did
Ooh.
see that.
No, I did not. That's fire.
Right,
Literally.
Yeah.
So somebody cosplays Genos, and they actually have extending, sort of like
Like steam coming out. Like
like their arms open up and like yellow lights and steam starts
That's
emitting.
dope.
It's crazy. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Right.
But
nothing
yeah,
ever.
we have. I'm excited. Yeah, like I said, I read the manga. So yeah, I'm ahead. I'm ahead.
I've been
Like
well,
you guys, man. And when I tell, and it's the same thing with My Hero Academia. People are just like, oh, this and this, and I'm like, oh, just wait. Like when we were in season 2, and
what
they were
was that?
doing
What the bad guy, the master of the
Bong's student that killed all the rest of his
has like the
disciples.
mask thing on. He kind of reminds me of Darth Vader a little bit.
Oh no, I don't know. Who you're
He
talking about.
fights All Might, gives him the
Oh, you're talking about
My Hero.
All for One.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who's the bad guy, the master guy?
All for One.
He's called All for One.
Yeah, that's his name.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, that's
So that's
yeah. In that episode, he just keeps saying his name like all over. Yeah, the
I
whole
thought
time.
I thought he was saying All for One like.
Oh, to attack?
Yeah.
No. He was just
Oh,
saying.
shit.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
He was
okay.
like all for one. Yeah, I can see why you. Yeah, because he'd be like all for one and then hit him.
His,
But like no, that's his name is all for one.
Shit.
Yeah.
That guy's.
Yeah, it's too much. He's not
That's
there,
a
man.
terrible name. It's a terrible name. It's a sentence.
You say that.
Dude. I'm
Ryan
telling-
says, side note, Ryan, it's also his power. Like his name, All Might calls him that, but that's also the name of his
That's
ability.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super confusing.
Dude.
Well, I
That's
think
like Batman's
Zach,
having Joker.
when
He's
I
like,
tell
Joker!
You know how he has all these different smashes, right? Like Detroit Smash.
Yeah, yeah. And then you
what's
said
the other
USA, so I'm guessing that's his most powerful stat.
That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
See, too much was said.
I don't care. Like,
I care! That's
yeah, but when you see the whole scene, like that's.
Okay.
Well, he has All Might seems to have so like when I remember back before when he was fighting the first Nobu
Yeah.
or Nomu, sorry,
Nomu.
or Nomu or
No,
Nobu,
Nobu.
yeah, Nobu. When he was first fighting it, and then you watch the anime and he's just like he throws him at the floor, lands down, and he's like, you might have heard these words before, but I'll show you what they really mean. Go beyond plus ultra, and then it does the little light thing, and then it's face, and then it's a star, and then he like Stardust punches this dude to like another universe. Like people were just like,
I was laughing so hard a pretzel fell in my mouth.
people were just like, yo, that's his strongest move, and I was just like, you're
No.
not there. It's not.
Oh. Just you wait.
Like, because I've been telling people,
They-
like,
They even
Because-
show at the smash. They show the percentage of his power.
yeah,
I'm
they like he's because
Oh.
before. Are you?
I was like,
so
what?
what
That's
season? What
unreal.
season are you
The
in?
first. I haven't
Oh
had time.
my
Like,
god,
as
dude.
soon as I go to watch it, something else happens.
So like that's how I break it down to people. I'm always just like, all right, so like they'll watch something, I'll be like, nah, bro, wait till they get to the little school tournament thing, and they'd get to that, and they'd be like, oh my god, and I was like, wait till they get to the little practice thing with their like elder heroes and stuff. And they'd be like, "Oh my God, that was right." I'm like, "Wait till they get to the training
Wait
camp,
till
and
they
then
get the stage.
wait till they, like it's just because I don't want to spoil it for people, so I'll just be like, wait till they get to this part, and that's it. Like, and you watched it when they got to the training camp.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you can.
Yeah,
like,
the whole scene in the woods.
Yeah,
that
well,
part,
not too much. Hey,
Bro, I'm saying,
hey,
woods,
nah.
that's all I'm saying. I didn't say anything else.
That's
Well, when that one character died? Yeah.
No.
Jeez.
Ryan says I need to watch season. Yo, yes you do. Season 3 was really good.
I'm almost done.
Like,
Almost done with it.
yeah.
Close.
Yeah, no, you gotta, yeah.
I'm a
but
little
the
after.
The next couple episodes are actually like really good.
Okay.
Up into that point, actually, just when they start the training camp, and then to the end of the season is just really really good. Yeah, you need to catch up, man.
So at your where you guys are
Uh-huh.
in the show, or where
Well,
you
he's
Oh,
way
yeah,
beyond, he's way
What
beyond
is
us.
what is the overarching storyline? 'Cause I know
Okay.
he's training to be a hero.
The
but
over-
what happens when he
Well,
becomes a hero?
he-
Alright,
it's
so
his-
Deku, okay.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm
Go
not
ahead,
gonna
go
try to ruin it for you, but after this battle that I'm telling you about,
Okay.
you learn that what All Might is doing to pass on to Deku. So you learn about that at that point.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what is the overall
To pass
It-
on his abilities to Deku.
Did you watch you watched part of season 1, right?
Yeah.
So you know how in the beginning before the theme
That
song
he was
starts,
giving, yeah.
he says he's like, yo, but like in the first episode it ends and he's like, oh yeah, by the way, because he's like, oh yeah, by the way, this is the story of how I become the greatest hero.
It's him talking.
That is, yeah, that like it's hitting Deku narrating everything.
Gotcha. So that
Um,
really is the
So
storyline of
the
this
whole storyline is how he goes from
Not having
being,
anything.
no quirks to being the greatest hero, like
Of all time, yeah.
period. Like puts All Might, like you're reading a history book, yeah, All Might, yeah, great
Like,
hero, and then you get to Deku. Oh my
Deku,
god,
Deku's
Like,
Deku's beyond him. 'cause
Deku's going to
He calculates everything.
Yo.
He calculates like everything. He'll sit there and he notates everything. He knows like
I don't have an idea what he was talking about. But I
he
don't
knows he knows
he
knows like if he's not fighting that character, he's notating everything that's going
Yeah.
on with that fight. So next
Yeah.
time if they go against him, he knows the
Yeah.
strategy.
Yeah, I got that.
But on top of the strategy, he's super strong.
Ryan, you really do need to watch season 3, man. Like it's good.
Oh, dude, after that one, I'm telling you, after that whole fight right there with the
Yeah, we're talking about My Hero Academia. We're trying
Zach,
to get Zach to catch up.
all right, you know how he. I'm just gonna say it.
No,
I'm not gonna say.
no
You know how
spoilers.
like he does the Detroit smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a bunch of
I'm
different.
sure he goes.
Detroit, Delaware.
He starts
Yeah,
doing
has-
all the different states. And I'm like,
Yeah, give or take.
I'm like, wait a second, and then you start seeing the
Yeah, the little light show he does when he does his.
and then you see the percentage of his power, like his full power, not like just half of it, the
It's
full
all
thing.
Full Patriot.
You're
mode.
like, okay, he's
The full patriot.
He's super. He was
like it's
Wisconsin.
Oh, man.
good. Like you need to watch season 3.
Okay.
Like there comes a point where like there's everybody.
even if you have to watch it before Molly, just
Oh,
Go watch it.
We're
Oh, you
watching
guys
it
watch it
together,
together?
yeah, she likes
Oh, gotcha.
or just go on Crunchyroll. Or you guys are watching it. Are you
Yeah.
watching it on Hulu? What are you watching on?
Hulu.
Yeah, but they're
Because
watching it together.
You're
That's
watching
why.
it on English though, right? It's all English for you, or is it all subtitled?
We do it in English, yeah, just because it's easier to.
Oh,
Yeah, see, I
season
couldn't-
3's English won't come out till season 4 comes out, give or take.
I couldn't
Yeah, so
wait.
we're gonna have to.
I couldn't wait, so I was like,
Japanese.
I'm just doing it in
Yeah, you
Japanese,
need
and I'm reading
just-
subtitles. But
You're gonna get to a point where like season 2 runs out of the dub and it just continues in the sub, and you're just gonna be like, yeah, we're watching it in sub
that's what I do. Yeah.
because it gets it.
Well, I did that
It's
with
just a good anime.
I did that with
Yeah,
Naruto.
yeah,
Like
anime.
when I first started watching Naruto from season 1 to all the way up to the point to the end. I got to the point where I was like, all right, I can't watch. I have to keep on going, and I learned to watch. I learned to watch it reading the subtitles.
Ryan says he has a suplex called Florida Separate. Oh,
I love how
my God.
It's funny though, like how all
Yeah.
his smashes are like Americanized. Like,
Yeah. Well, because
Detroit
he
smash,
well, he's
Delaware smash. It's like
he spent time. So
time in America. Well, because you
yeah,
read the
give
book,
or
so you know.
take, yeah.
You think it's hilarious to Japanese people? Like American.
To like throw American stuff in their things, or what do you
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, like if he just like randomly names drops like Detroit Smash, like
Yeah.
you think the Japanese people think it's
Eh.
hilarious, or do you think that they're just like, oh yeah, Detroit?
Well, if you look at him, he's almost like a American flag, like the way he's dressed. and
Yeah,
the way
the U8 colors
he's
are red, white, and
he's
blue.
red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
He's a blonde-haired guy,
Mhm.
big and muscular. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's the way they wanted him to be.
Ryan says Dub Deku is not as good as Sub Deku.
That doesn't really bother me, to be
Well,
honest with you.
I mean, I don't know necessarily what. I mean, I can take that as two different ways. Actually, he's talking about the voices,
Correct.
or that because Sub Deku, which is
Japanese. right?
advanced, it's more advanced in the
Yeah,
story. It's
loud.
better
It's
because
it's more like we were talking about, like for All Might, when All Might's
Well,
when you hear All Might talking in Japanese.
Well, I mean in the sense. Well, Ryan says the voices, but I mean in the sense that the sub is ahead of the English.
Yeah,
So Sub Deku would be better.
that
Give or
like
take.
either way, when I watch anime and I watch it either sub or dub, that I don't really pay attention to that.
I
Mine,
can watch that one in both.
I can do both.
Yeah.
Mine's more about the animation and the storyline. I could watch it without even reading the subtitles. I could just watch just for the fight scenes and what's going on.
Yeah, man. You're,
Like I was
you
like,
need to finish the rest of
Yeah.
this season
oh,
because
I'm going to.
it gets it.
Well, I will say the subbed, I do prefer like at least All Might subbed, just because like the original. Yeah, because I mean like
Yeah.
that, specifically that scene because the scene where like where Deku is finished cleaning the beach, like
Okay.
really first
The
couple
first
episodes.
yeah.
And he
Right.
sees it for the first time, like he's done all this stuff, and he's in the English dub. He's like, holy super crap. And it's
Yeah.
but then like in the Japanese version, he's like, my goodness, and like he just like
Yeah, he
pumps up.
transforms,
It's
yeah.
hilarious as shit. Yeah, so I mean, like I prefer subbed, but like it's easier
Well,
to
they-
just like listen to what they're saying.
Yeah,
you know?
sub is there's just more. The
Yeah.
Japanese voice
Yeah.
actors put
Yeah.
there's just more.
There's more
heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
heart and reaction to what they're doing. So
Oh, Ramos just watching Into the Spider. It was good, right? I watched it. It was really good.
I'm gonna see it tomorrow. I'm super excited.
I don't know when I'll see it. So
I'm so excited. So excited.
I'm gonna see Aquaman. That's for sure next weekend.
Oh,
Is it next week?
hell
when it
yes.
comes out?
Yes.
Oh,
A week apart for Spider and Mary Poppins also.
well, doesn't
Yeah, man.
Bumblebee come out on the 21st as well?
Yeah.
We're gonna go. I'm gonna go see it.
Okay.
I don't know about you guys. I'm gonna go see Bumblebee.
Because I said
Ramos-
Mary Poppins and he was like, oh, yeah.
Ramos said Aquaman tomorrow for me.
Oh my God! What?
Yeah, the Amazon deal.
Oh,
I
I
could,
forgot about that.
I could probably go watch it tomorrow too, but I don't. I'm not really in a rush to go see Aquaman. It's gonna be good. I know that for a fact. Like action wise, the creatures and like the whole society of Atlanta. Like I know it'll be good, but I'm.
Wait, apart from
Rush.
Spider-Verse, that was like I'm most hyped.
Yeah,
Movie.
Spider Verse. I think for me was more. I was more hyped for that.
Yeah. Although I am really excited to see Mary Poppins too.
And Voltron. And the Christmas special for Sabrina.
Zach
Yes,
hasn't seen
yes.
any Voltron, have you, Zach?
No,
Oh, you should watch Voltron.
have you?
Oh,
Dude.
speaking of Voltron,
Yes.
the company that does I sent it to you guys, right? The trailer
No.
for Koji.
No.
So
That must
studios
have been other Zach and Ryan.
Stu-
and
studio-
Guys.
so
your other friends.
Studio Mir is the studio who does Voltron, Avatar: Last Airbender, those guys.
Okay.
They have a new cartoon that's a new show that's about to come out. It's called Koji.
I think I've heard something.
I'm pretty sure did I not send it to you guys? Well, if you guys, so everybody's watching, if you get a chance and you like Voltron, you like Avatar: Last Airbender, that animation and whatnot, new show that's gonna come out soon. It's called Koji. It's Koji. And it looks amazing. Like it's gonna be great. Like you guys should
Now,
take a look.
with the new Voltron, would you say the Lotar they got is close to the old animation? Like the
Yeah,
character.
I'd say-
I
they
would
did a
say,
really good
yeah,
job.
I thought
Yeah,
they
they've
did
done
really
a-
good with that.
Yeah, they've done
I
a
love
really
that Voltron show, dude.
Really
Oh
good
my
job
god.
with that.
Zach had went to Disney Springs. He's like, bro, I went to the Lego store and they have a Voltron Lego set.
And they
I was
did.
like, oh, I know.
Did you see the after credit scene for Spider-Man? Yeah. Yeah. Like I'm thinking
I
about it
think
now, and I'm just like,
so.
yeah, because I always stay. I might not have been like super paying attention, but
Was it not like a huge hype scene?
it was. I just don't. I honestly just don't remember.
Well,
But I know I stayed through it. I'm drawing a blank, but it was.
he was making
Probably
out.
wasn't. It was probably just wasn't something that I.
Plus, others like sets up the teasers.
Yeah.
The sequel.
Probably just wasn't something that.
Do you
I
think
found
they'll ever do a live
necessarily
action
important.
Voltron? I know I always bring this up because I really want to see it.
Well,
happen.
with the success
like a movie.
of Power Rangers, I believe they should do a Voltron.
Well, I mean, we'll
Movie.
see how the live action Gundam works out too.
Oh well,
Oh wait, they're doing live action gun. Wait, you did say that, didn't you?
which Gundam?
I'm
Mobile?
not really sure which one's based on.
Well, if it's not Gundam Wing or Mobile G Fighter Gundam, I don't care.
Hopefully it's
Because
I want a G1 if it did.
Mobile G Fighter Gundam. That's the Shining Gundam. Domo.
Wait, didn't they?
Okashi?
Wait, no, hold on. They,
Domo Okashi or
Netflix
whatever.
came out with a series of a new Gundam.
Did they?
I was telling Zach that not too long ago too. Yeah.
Was it? I don't know. I didn't.
Look
I
that
haven't
up.
seen.
I'm pretty sure that's on there.
This article says, unfortunately, the companies didn't reveal the movie's details, and it's unclear if it will remain faithful to Gundam lore. They did make a reference to the original series' Universal Century setting, though, describing it as an era in which humanity's growing population
Yeah, I don't.
has led.
But they had the dude. No, from the preview they had the Reaper Gundam. What? Is that from the show? This one.
Yeah, probably. Well, no, that's the program that I've been telling everybody about that. Netflix signed up because they're about to lose so much stuff. They signed a huge contract for Netflix original animes. A lot of it actually were Netflix original shows, movies, and animes, and a lot of that money went towards the animes because they know what's hot in the streets right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's anime.
Yeah.
You don't really have a choice. Oh, speaking of the 14th, yes, now it's 12:03. Yesterday they also dropped Baki on Netflix, which is it's a fighting anime.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Now, forewarning, I don't know because I didn't see it. I just knew that they were gonna put it on. Forewarning, if they it seems like I think they only put the newest season of Baki on there. I would beg you guys to go back and watch the original Baki first, because if you just go in watching, you could do it, but like to get the whole story and the whole gravity of that show, you should watch the original Baki, Baki the Grappler in season 2, and this one came out like a couple years. This one came out now, which is a couple years later. But if you watch Baki tonight, your mind might be blown a bit because the things that the things that those guys do, the things that those guys do in that show are like, so these are human beings, they're people who have trained their bodies so hard to become like the best martial artists, fighters and stuff, like just for different disciplines and stuff like that. And the thing, like, this season of Baki was so brutal. Like, people are literally, they're fighting mid-sentence, you're talking, your mouth's open, grenade, and just close in your mouth, and it just explodes. And you, with your jaw just blown out, still stands there and tries to fight me. Like, it's on some epic, like, Baki is...
Because these are hell of a disagreement.
These are intense.
I will still fight you.
Like, these are intense guys. Like, these guys, like, they're
the Spartans.
They train, like, in
space.
Baki's a great anime. But like, if you don't watch the original, you're not gonna get the gravity of how good that show is.
Spartans in space. Could that happen?
Yeah, it's kicked butt arguably Martians.
Halo.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, that's true. They were Spartans, weren't they? But
Kick butt.
I'm talking about like
Martians.
Trojan Spartan warriors, dude. Like in
I get
space.
Megaloboxing.
Yes, metal.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Yes.
Megaloboxing's good.
That's a good one on Crunchyroll, right?
Yeah, I think it is on Crunchyroll. I use Kiss Anime for all my
I'll tell you what.
stuff.
When I was watching My Hero Academia, they showed that goddamn preview to that Mortal Engine.
Oh,
Mortal Engine a billion
good.
times.
The
Every
book's
time
good.
the commercial came up, Mortal Engines.
I've heard the movie is like a beautiful shit.
I'll wait for it to be on like TV.
like,
or
So
something.
no shape, it's just there.
Like, it's just like you look at it and you're just like,
Well, I
wow,
love
that's
how,
really, that's really beautiful, Flush.
I love how they make it look like they make London look bad. They're like, London, we gotta destroy
The
London.
worst.
Right. What was called? The anime I was talking about?
Baki.
It was Baki. Baki.
Baki.
It says Netflix original, but that's a lie. They bought the rights to it. It's not a Netflix original. Same way with Seven Deadly Sins. Like, they slapped their logo on it, but
Oh god.
Well,
Did
they pay for the new season?
Seven Deadly Sins.
They probably did. They probably put money, gave money to the guys to do.
But
the
that's
new
been
season.
out for so
But
long.
Seven Deadly Sins was gonna do a new season anyway.
Yeah.
Now Baki, on the other hand, that's been a while since the last season came out.
Okay.
So like a while. So maybe
like
they
Netflix
did pay.
is the reason it came
Yeah,
out.
maybe. The site's called Kiss Anime. Dot T-O or R-U or it's not dot. No, it's not order.com. It's because depending on what you put dot, you might get a different version of it.
Kiss that, yeah.
Yeah, because
That's how I used to watch all my-
they've been trying to take that site down for
Oh, yeah.
years, and they keep changing they keep changing
Nope, we're still kicking.
URL because they're not. Yo,
I used to
yeah.
watch all my stuff on.
Power to them. It's not Kiss Anime AC. It's it should be dot.
Kiss Anime your ass
It should be .to, but I'm not sure. Oh, actually, if I probably click this, the right one will come up. No.
Then my computer blows up.
Yeah, that's why I'm not trying to go all the way in. Yo, just you need to be quick, man. When you Ryan, if you click something on there, you need to be able to quickly scroll up to your tab section and
You gotta be a
cancel out.
ninja, son. You gotta be a ninja.
Cancel out whatever pop-up just came up, because the pop-ups on that thing they're not bad once you. It's probably like 1 or 2 pop-ups, but after then you can watch their thing. But Kiss Anime has like the biggest. Oh, there's a new episode. Oh, this is the Baki dub. They dropped it for Netflix. Yeah, but there's a new. Kiss Anime literally has like almost every anime ever created, like period.
Yeah, Kiss Anime. RU.
Yeah, kissanime.ru, and then they have Kiss Cartoon, which also is like the brother site or sister site, and it has like almost every cartoon out of ever.
Yeah,
like
that's
the movies,
Yeah.
cartoons from other countries. Like it's crazy. They also have you can read on Kiss Cartoon, you can read comic books. You can read manga on Kiss Anime. Read novels.
I wouldn't give
like
them that site I go to for my free comic books on my phone, but I don't want to like air that on YouTube.
Well, does that count as torrenting? Because you click whatever you want to play, and then it gives you the box. You're not
downloading anything.
Yeah, you're not downloading anything. Yeah.
I just don't want to
watch.
But like I said, man, you gotta just be quick. If something pops up once you click like the video, you need to close it down, or it's gonna be like
virus.
Yeah, you have a virus, but which isn't true. They're just trying to get you to buy.
Just get tissues. You'll be alright.
Yeah, there goes Megalobox right there. Look at that. Speak of the devil.
It's Crunchyroll, man.
Ooh.
Or just go to Crunchyroll and watch all this stuff for free and don't worry about it.
Dude,
Just read the sub.
oh my god.
See, that'd be fast. September 28th, 2018. Oh, this is the movie.
Yeah.
Pokemon. Well,
Yeah,
I think we
so good.
I think we did God's work tonight, guys. Once again.
Just doing God's work, the comic guys.
Always, yeah. The comic God's work.
Ryan says, okay, that makes me feel a bit better. It's all on HD, right? Yeah. It's as HD as they can give it to you. Because some of the animes are like super, super old. But it's like all the quality is good. And if anything, you can always change the quality in the little setting icon thingy at the bottom or top of the video.
Just call John for your needs.
It's for your needs.
I use I use Kiss Anime for everything. That's like anime. It's life.
It's life's blood.
It's
United States
you
smash.
You need it. Especially over the summer, like when when TV's
Nothing's
done,
on.
no, you gotta, boom.
Yeah.
True.
Well, guys.
Well, he says, now Ryan, you say that, but I'm so poor at the moment that I can't afford to keep my $7.99 per month Crunchyroll account.
I don't pay anything for Crunchyroll.
Just watch the ads.
I just watch the ads.
He gets the ads. Yeah.
You
You
think I'm paying like $8.99? I'm watching that shit for free. I'll watch Mortal Engines come on my ads 20 times.
Fucking Mortal Engines.
Kissanime.ru. You are correct. That's the side of life. That's where I watched Detective Conan.
Detective.
Kiss Anime.
Ryan said, "You savage."
Who, me?
Yeah,
Fuck
because
yeah.
you got them commercials.
I don't give a fuck. You know how many? I'm telling you how many times I saw Mortal Engines come on my TV the other day on last Monday.
God.
But apparently it's
Mortal
worth it.
Engines.
Hey man, you do what you gotta do. It's anime.
It might have took
what else
me-
are you gonna?
it
What
might
else
have
are
took
you
me, like,
watching?
It might have took me
Like
like
any more than anime
5
episodes?
hours to watch I don't know how many episodes of My Hero Academia.
One.
Ryan says the only way to watch anime is without the ads in an HD.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
when you have a wife that doesn't allow you to purchase things
Indulge
like
in
that.
personal
like
personal
that,
activities.
then you have to be a savage and watch Mortal Engine come on multiple times.
Yeah.
When you're being watched
Right.
by a warden
I
at all
watch.
times.
I watch. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I watch a lot of anime. That like
Oh, I did too.
to the point where somebody could say it's a problem.
I
But, like,
wish I had
what
more
else-
time to watch it because I definitely want to catch up on these shows.
Yeah, because it's like, what else should I be watching?
Well,
though?
I started watching Boruto, like recently
Crossover.
watching Boruto, like because I was watching like season 1 started on Cartoon Network, so I watched that and I was like, screw this. I started binge watching it on Crunchyroll or Verve, and I got to the really good, like I mean those fight scenes on Boruto, like later
Oh,
on,
of course, they had to
rad
split
as
it
hell,
up.
dude. Same with same with Dragon Ball Z's or Super. I never watched all those.
Yeah, I only watched all the. I watched
So,
watched all the fight scenes
I'm
for
getting into
Boruto and
that
all the
now.
fight scenes for Dragon Ball Super. I'm not gonna waste my time watching Dragon Ball Super. That's ridiculous.
Now there's certain episodes in those ones like like it's a filler episode. I'm not watching that.
Yep.
I don't want to see them like running around doing like delivering mail to some other person's house.
Naruto is like the number 2 king in like filler episodes.
Oh my god!
Like, and I say number 2
This
because
episode's-
I don't think number 1 goes to One Piece. I have never
Oh.
have an anime.
We were
Yo,
talking about that not too long ago. Like we wanted to watch One Piece,
One
but there's
Piece.
so many
oh
episodes.
no! Every once in a while, I start back from episode 1.
Oh my god!
Yo, you gotta keep it fresh, man. That's how you keep it in the memory. Someone walks up to you, yeah. So you remember episode 585, 15 minutes in at 43 seconds and 2
Jesus
nanoseconds?
Christ!
And I'm just like, yes, the part where Luffy was just used his conqueror hockey, and then they're just like, first time, they're just like, wait, no, that's
You actually know?
it's good. That's the part. You gotta nah.
Like Nightwish Kid. Nightwish Kid.
Oh, so they blend together. Yeah. I mean, it depends on the anime. Some
that's
certain
happened
animes
before.
do blend in for me.
Yeah.
But not the
Have you ever seen?
I watch like not the
Have
good
you ever
ones.
seen?
Like
Have you ever seen Psycho Mob?
yes, of course.
I didn't know about it until I saw it came up on Cartoon Network as like their Toonami thing they do every Saturday.
There's
And I was like, I'm gonna record this, just check it out.
there's a live action movie, or there is a
And it was
or it's
cool,
coming
like,
out or something.
That's another animation
It's
I want to watch.
it's basically
really
One
cool.
Punch Man.
Yeah,
he's
it's
an over
really cool.
like OP. What do you say? After 10 plus years, school magic, new student. I love how he tried to end the stream. Y'all were not with it. Just kept talking. They're almost all the same. Yeah, that's true.
School Magic News.
Dude, I could talk anime, man. I can, I love
Maybe
anime.
we'll make a show all anime one time. We'll just talk about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
Anime Corner with John. It'll be your segment.
I watch it too.
Yeah, I mean,
But you know more than
we,
I do.
We should, we should
Just
probably
really embrace it. You know?
do
like-
a thing where it's like, well, I mean, we can, because we all watch anime, and I think we all read manga.
You read
manga?
I don't read manga, but
I used to.
Yeah.
I want to get back into it though. Yeah.
Alright.
But as long as our audience son wants to listen.
Listen about talking about
Audience son.
wants to.
We'll even do it in
anime.
Japanese.
Huh?
We'll do it all.
No,
for
I'm
one,
just
you know?
kidding.
Oh,
And you all talk Japanese because we can do it. That'd be awesome. Like if we can get it where our voices, you don't hear our voices, but they hear Japanese coming. the other end.
Ryan says me and John could do a show about wrestling. Yeah, I mean Ryan could do a show about wrestling too, but he chooses not to.
He's given up
He's
on the
given-
CW.
I
He's
haven't
never
watched
given
it.
up.
I haven't watched it since that day I told you.
Yo,
I
is
canceled it.
Ramos? Did you guys watch the Elseworld crossover? Just like real quick, cause it was okay. I thought it was watchable.
I love how he's like.
Because I don't want
It
to
was
give in.
okay.
I don't want to be like yeah, it was amazing. I have to I gotta
Yeah.
stutter. I gotta step in and step out. Like it was good.
Ramos watched it.
It was alright.
Alright, what was the part that you hated the most?
I was telling these guys that I don't again, I'm a huge Smallville fan. So the fact that they played, it was cool to me that they played the theme song, but at the same time I felt a tad bit disrespected for Smallville because these CW shows suck. Plain and simple. They have no rights to be playing that song on one of their shows.
It's an homage.
Because I get it.
It's an homage.
I get it was an homage. But
I'm done with all those shows.
Smallville was
Just like I'm done with wrestling, I'm done with CW.
Well, Raymond said it was pretty all over the place, but the Easter eggs were hype.
yeah, all the Easter eggs.
But I don't watch a show for Easter eggs, man. I watch it for like loving the characters, and they ruin that for me. Like,
Yeah.
oh, Elseworlds. You know what? We're gonna take Flash and we're gonna put him in Arrow's outfit, and then we're gonna take Arrow and put him in Flash outfit.
At least it's not another musical crossover.
Yeah.
What, Supergirl and Flash?
Yeah.
You didn't like that? I thought it was alright.
I didn't watch it because it's not. I mean, I like musicals. I love La La Land, Beauty and the Beast, stuff like that. But like in my superhero shows,
I'm very
that's fair.
particular on those shows, and like, I'm just.
yeah, like I don't go to Marvel to watch romance movies.
Ramos says, "Well, you haven't lived till you watch something for Easter eggs, Ryan."
Well, that's how I watch something with Easter.
I
eggs.
watch. I mean,
Easter
I
eggs.
don't watch a trailer to watch a trailer. I watch a trailer to catch all the stuff in the trailer.
Yeah.
Because the trailers are normally
but I don't-
boring and don't do anything for me. It's all the stuff
But
in
I'm
the
saying, like-
background that I'm just like, oh yeah, that's what I want.
I still remember from the first teaser we got for Batman vs Superman, you had a question mark graffiti on a pillar, and
Yeah.
the internet lost its mind.
Yeah.
But I'm not going like when I go see the movie. I'm going to see the movie because I like the movie. I'm not, and then if there's something in there that, I notice.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, oh, sweet. But I'm not, I'm not necessarily watching these things just for Easter eggs.
Brian said he decided to let WWE ruin everything about wrestling for him when we've got Jericho versus, Nato or Nia, however pronounce that, yeah, coming in January, not to mention All Elite Pro Wrestling coming possibly next year.
Oh boy, yeah.
That's true.
Jump right back up for it. I do.
See,
I'm done.
Oh
dude.
boy!
Ramos,
Done.
so yeah, there was this scene where the '90s Barry, like the original Flash, comes in, and he looks at Diggle, and he's just like,
Oh,
he's like, John.
Magneto.
he's like, John, John, you look different without your ring or whatever, or you're not wearing your ring, give or take. It was something of that, and then I just kind of. I'm watching it, and my roommate's sitting right next to me, and I'm just like, yo, no, they didn't. No, they did
Green
not.
Lantern?
Yeah, it was, people were saying it's a Green Lantern, which it obviously is, but let's be honest, with CW, it could have,
What are
it could
the
have
would have
meant,
been?
he could have been a speedster too.
Oh
He
my
could
God,
have,
please.
who
Oh my-
knows?
dude.
Who knows? Obviously,
Another speedster. They're breaking their mold there.
obviously, it was a Green Lantern reference.
If they do another
but
speedster.
it was obviously a Green Lantern reference. But I mean, who knows? With CW, it could.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was
He
like,
could-
you mean there's more interesting stuff happening in another universe?
See, but everybody jumped the gun and was just like, oh, because Jon Stewart and so Diggle is not a comic book character per se.
No,
He was
it's
created
made
for
up,
the
but-
show,
yeah.
and then they made the Arrow comic book, and then now in the Green Arrow Rebirth, they
He's
introduced his
in there,
character.
yeah.
But he's not a like. Somebody texted me and was just like, oh, you saw that Diggle's supposed to be like John or Diggle is Jon Stewart. I'm like, no, because his name
He's
is John
John
Diggle.
Diggle.
Like, what do
Not
you
Jon
don't?
Stewart.
I was like, don't jump the gun. Like, don't do that.
Well, Diglett.
It took me. I'm sorry. I started reading Ramos's thing, and then you said Diglett, and you caught me off guard.
Jesus Christ.
You got a problem? Just Diglett.
Ramos said, well, they did admit Diggle's backstory was influenced by Jon Stewart, so it had to be a lantern. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we know that.
Interesting.
God.
But I
Interesting.
don't know. I mean,
I'll take-
Ferris Aircraft is in there. We did see Hal Jordan.
I'll take 90s Flash over the Flash they have now.
Sure.
I love that show.
We did see Hal Jordan, give or take. We saw in an episode of it was either Flash or Legends of Tomorrow. They were in the bar, and then it cuts the scene over, and then this guy's walking, and then he turns around, and then he has a pilot's jacket on, like a duster or whatever, and it says Jordan, like the name tag said Jordan on it, and he walked out. But like it kept it all here. You didn't see above. You didn't. It was just the jacket.
Joke's on you. His real name is Air.
I bought this.
Jordan.
I bought this jacket at the Army Navy store.
The guy didn't need it anymore. He had to do it.
I got it at the Goodwill.
Oh, was that the Ramos? Was that the custodians of the time? Was that the one where they did the totally? No, I almost said totally spies. They did
Totally Spy.
They did Oh my God!
Green Arrow.
What is totally the Charlie's Angels? So they did Charlie's Angels.
Wow, what a segue on that.
They did
Segue man, back again.
They did Charlie's Angels. They did Custodians of the
Hey guys, I'm back.
Custodians of the something, which was based off of not Knight Rider, or it was based on.
Holy shit! Well, this has gone like.
It's no Legends of Tomorrow might honestly be my favorite CW show.
Wait, Knight Riders and Legends of Tomorrow.
No, he's not in it. It's just they in that episode what they did was
What's that kid?
what they did was that they had different versions. They were trying to fix something in the timeline, so they had different versions of the team. And then one of the versions of the team it was like the Sisters of Sirens, so they were called SOS, but
One
it
of
was
the
like
virgins.
it was like
of
a
the
Charlie it was like a Charlie Angels thing. So they walk into the office and the Nate's dad's like, "Oh, hello ladies, like how in
Are
Charlie's
you
Angels?"
virgins?
I don't think so. Maybe Gideon, but because she's a computer, but that's it.
Reprogrammed.
Oh yeah, Ramos. When they were just like so there's an episode where they're just like in the episode of Legends they're just like somebody says something and they're just like, oh yeah, Flash and them are doing a crossover or doing that thing again, and then Nate's just like, oh, they're doing a crossover? Pass. Like they were just like they like literally said, yeah, we don't wanna. Yeah, it was just
What?
yeah. See, Raymond's right here. Raymond's got it right here. Gideon tells them they have missed calls from Barry, Oliver, and Kara, and Ray's like sounds like the annual crossover, and Nate's like pass. Yeah, it was so funny. It's the way that Nate said it though. It was just hilarious.
What was that character we came up with? It was like it was a Batman villain, and he was like against the wall, and he was like, remember we were talking like he was hiding in the shadows, and he'd be like, we made it up the one time. One of our episodes we were talking about it.
Oh, the one where he writes down everything.
Oh, Advice Man?
Advice Man.
Was it that?
Yeah.
Is that what we called them?
It was Advice Man or
There was another one where it was just
like,
like
different name.
we were
He's
talking
like,
about how like.
hey.
Oh yeah, there was him. Yeah, but that's not the one I was talking about. I was talking about we were talking.
I think it was Advice Man, wasn't it?
The one I was talking about was the one time where basically he was.
Hey, you probably shouldn't do that.
It's a guy he's always there. He was just always there, and he was writing down things that people did. He's like, oh, Bruce Wayne, okay, parents dead, yeah. And it's Batman. But it was a guy who wrote. He was just everywhere. He was always there and always had notes and just took notes of everything.
Yeah, and we'd be like, hey Bruce, you probably shouldn't go down that alley.
Yeah, but that wasn't advice. That was somebody that we gave him another name for that.
We had two names. That was one of the names we came up with. I can't remember the other one.
The notator, I don't know.
It was something, but that one, because we went off on a rant on that, and it was. If I remember correctly, it was good. I was just like, yo, just like a watcher character, like just a character that's just like because like Phantom Stranger in the comics, Phantom Stranger, Spectre, they kind of just watch They just kind of watch over everything. They,
Yeah,
and
they're not
like,
supposed to act.
yeah, they're not supposed to act though.
Yeah.
So and this guy would be like just a human who was cursed with that ability, and he's just anytime something important's about to happen, he just gets like teleported there, and then he
with
just,
his notepad.
yeah, and he just
but it's like one of those ones
gets
that like flips out. He's like,
yeah, and he's just writing, just keeping track.
Yeah, and it was like Bruce and his parents getting ready to walk through the alley. It's like, are you really
Yeah.
like stick to the
hey kids, stick to the street.
It's a terrible idea.
Who are
There's
you?
a guy with a
Don't worry about
gun.
Boo boo bee boo smalls. I love that name. That's just a dope. That's just a dope username.
Well, it's a thing between me and her. Like we used to, like if you get sad or you're like mad or something, we're like bee 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 boo 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 bee boo boo. Yeah, stuff like that. So that's how boo boo bee boo 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 boo.
That's adorable.
You guys get mad and you just like start talking in a native language.
Yeah, you know that's where we're from. We're robots.
R2D2.
And she's like,
You start scatting and shit. Scooby Doo.
Well, it's 12:28. Was there anything else that did
I
we
like
skip
how we
over
segued
anything or
over that.
whatever?
You know, hey, segue man, segues. What up, guys?
Advice Man rides in on a Segway with a notepad, right?
But no,
Combined. That's it. He just rides in. You probably shouldn't do that.
you shouldn't.
Just keeps riding.
Did you guys have any questions or anything like that about anything, anime, video games, anything else?
Anything.
Yeah,
Segway-
everything.
Segway advice man. Goddamn Segway advice man. Batman's like, oh man, because he's like,
Dude, okay. Well, what if they were like a duo, right? Advice Man gives advice, and then like they're just like, you know what, that's a good idea, and then the Segway guy rides in, and he's like, that is a good idea. And speaking of that, follow me to the next panel, and like he just like runs off to the next page.
Ramos says, what was it you guys said about Daredevil?
holy shit.
So to recap, then we'll just recap everything.
He didn't see it coming.
Charlie went over his head.
Okay, so
Should have kept it.
Where's your eye on?
with I'm crying over here. Oh my god. With Daredevil, it was basically, so like the title of the video says, it's Marvel can't use Daredevil for 2 years. Because with the contract that they had,
Yeah.
basically the contract got terminated, but yet I guess Netflix still has the legal rights to the character.
Yeah.
So
In the
Marvel-
contract they have, Marvel can't use any version of the Daredevil character
Yeah,
for at least 2 years past cancellation.
yeah. So
They were
people-
blind.
They were blindsided.
Oh my god.
They were blindsided. For a show with Bullseye, they really missed the mark, you know?
Oh my god.
Small says, "What's your real names?"
What's our real names?
We use our real names, don't we?
I'm Ryan, this is Zach, and this is John.
But if you want to use my God-given name, my name is Demetrius.
Whoa, well
It's with a Q.
mine's Dante Whips.
Dante.
Okay.
His name is no longer valid in the American language.
He is Segway Man.
He's
Ryan,
Segwayman.
Segwayman.
Ryan says, so you're saying he was blindsided? Yes.
He's blindsided.
Yes.
Exactly.
A lot of people were kind of hoping that we would get. So people wanted him to be on the Disney Plus thing, but I'm like, I already knew that wasn't gonna happen. That's kid friendly. Like that is solely kids. And they said Disney literally said that if you were looking for anything else, you're gonna have to go find it someplace
Isn't
else.
he starring in that new movie that Tim Burton's doing? Dumbo?
What?
Oh my god. He said about the ears. We were just like, what if, remember we were like, yeah, what if he got his sight back? Would he still keep his abilities? And he was just like, what if he takes the mask off when he has this huge Dumbo ears? And we called him, and then we were just like, what'd you call him? You called him like Dare Dumbo? And
Dumbo.
And then, what was the other name? It was Dare Dumbo and,
Devil?
was it Dumbo Devil? Yeah, probably. And then just, oh my god. I'm sorry, Ramos. This is you missed you didn't really miss a lot when we were talking about the Daredevil stuff.
Daredevil.
Oh, speaking of,
Holy shit.
so Ramos says Disney said they'll be investing hella money into Hulu, which is a company that they
Devil, yes.
Oh, figures, no sight.
Oh my god. Yeah, you need to leave that man alone.
My senses were cranked up to 11 physically.
Wait, and then we said Foggy was gonna be a fog cloud.
It's just like a jar, like a fart in a jar.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Okay, so Ramos, Disney, you said Disney will be investing hella money for Hulu
Oh my
for more
God.
series. So maybe in 2 years they could pop up there. Probably. Disney owns, if I remember correctly, Disney owns part of Hulu.
Foggy the fog cloud.
Alright.
This is gonna be good audio, guys. I hope you get this audio eventually. Dude.
Oh my god.
Ramos said, bro, just end the stream. I'm trying, man. They're crying. Yo. Speaking of Hulu, December 21st, Marvel's Runaway season 2. Comes. Oh my god, he's in tears.
I'm gonna get a shirt now, Foggy the Fart Cloud. It's fucking great.
Ryan lost his
So if you guys haven't seen Marvel's Runaway on Hulu, first season was pretty good. If you're not familiar with the characters, it's a group of kids who are kind of best friends, kind of grew up together because their parents were friends.
And that's just Hulu? It's just on Hulu?
Yeah, it's just on Hulu.
Well, the parents are more.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna get into that. I can't because yes, this dude has this.
I'm too much of a man to wipe them away.
But so basically, the parents are a part of this group called the Pride. Called the Pride, and they're villains. But the kids kind of just the parents would have their groups, and the kids would
That was almost really bad.
they would just play, I guess, with just play while their parents were having their little group meetings, and then come to find out later on their parents are villains. Some of the kids have super abilities, and they basically work together to stop their parents from trying to destroy the world.
Which is such a crazy premise, right?
Yeah.
Like you would never think of like villains having kids and those kids having like
Sorry,
different
guys.
ideas.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone.
Normally, if your parents are a villain, you're a villain too.
Yeah.
And your parents are supposed to protect you from the world while they're trying to protect the world from their parents.
Yeah. But could you imagine growing up and finding out
Yeah, your parents are
yeah,
bad guys.
my parent is making the world a worse place. Literally, that's what would you do? I guess that show kind of explores that.
Yeah. And season two looks good.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited for that.
Sweet.
You just lost your shit. You just rolled around.
I know, dude.
laughing.
I know.
Literally.
All right, guys. I think we're gonna have to take Ramos's. We're gonna have to end. Yeah, we're gonna have to.
I did say it
Oh my
earlier.
God, Ramos's advice, man.
Holy shit.
He's the guy
Your
that's
secret
recording
safe
with
sauce.
no
Ramos, it's okay. We know.
It's time to end the stream.
We'll keep it between us.
What if,
Yeah,
what
keep it safe.
if Daredevil?
No, just stop it. Right
Oh
there.
my God.
Just stop right. We're gonna end the stream.
So
I've been Zach.
I'm John.
I've been Ryan.
Yeah.
Thanks for sticking with us, guys. We'll
Check
see you
our,
guys next
check our
Friday.
podcast out once we get it up. We'll let y'all know. See ya.
Bye.
Daredevil.
Oh my God.
Foggy Far Cloud.